intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
There's only one Deontay Wilder.
Bomb Squad!
BoxingVoice.com.
You seen what he did on Facebook, right? Listen, I'm gonna make a motherfucking emoji like this, look.
Dollar D Beyonce Productions.
BoxingVoice.com.
All the guys want, I want what Mayweather got. I want what Mayweather got. You done bust your ass like Mayweather.
It was born. Go fight.
My life has always been a fight.
I sacrificed a lot to get to where I got to.
You don't think you're being overly critical to a guy that took a body shot and didn't go down?
There's no question. That's just my style. My style is to dominate. I want to get the guy. I want to stop the guy. You know, my motto is man down.
BoxingVoice.com.
Why you mad?
I'm not saying the man can't take body shots. Wait for motherfucking March. We're gonna take this shit to the limit.
BoxingVoice.com.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another edition of the Boxing Voice. Hashtag TBV podcast. It is Thursday, preview and predictions. Mike is taking down your name, putting it on the list. Sunday, he'll be checking it twice, finding out who's eating crow come that night. So, Wilder, Brazil, fight week. A lot to talk about. Ivan Branchek, Josh Taylor, Billy Joe Saunders back in action, Maurice Hooker, Ramirez on the verge of a unification, and a lot of other news and notes. So if this is something that you're interested in, something that you want to partake in, hit that thumbs up button as you're joining the live stream. It helps with the visibility of the show. Lets me, Mike, and the whole gang know that you like what we're doing around these parts. So you know the number to call in if you want to participate, 1-425-569-5241. Press 1 one time to voice your opinion right here on the Voice of the People hotline. Don't forget you can add Nestor Gibbs on Skype to be part of the conversation. Download the Skype app anywhere that Skype is available. Absolutely free while you're there. Go ahead and download the Patreon app and catch us tomorrow on Beating the Odds with TBV, where we make money together. It's not Mike's better than me, I'm smarter than him. No, together, collectively, we make the moolah. Let me get on out too, Big Mike.
Dollar D Beyonce Productions.
I speak it, believe it, receive it. Speak it, believe it, receive it.
BoxingVoice.com.
So when I stop him, y'all gonna say he was too weak. Oh my mic. He stayed out before he said he was not.
A man stand up for what he believe in, and when you stand up for what you believe in, you accept whatever consequences come behind it.
BoxingVoice.com.
Yo, what's up, people out there in the TBV universe? Yes, we're back with another one. It's Thursday flagship, and we have Deontay Wilder and Dominic Breazeale. If you guys watched the press conference today, you guys seen there was a lot of bad blood, a lot of animosity, and those guys just do not like each other. So I'm excited for this weekend. Also, we have a new wave, the monster back in action. It will be facing Emmanuel Rodriguez in the WBSS tournament. Also, we have Josh Taylor and Ivan Branchek headlining that tournament. Also, we have Billy Joe Saunders who's back, going for that 168-pound title for the WBO. He's fighting Usufi. Don't know that guy. Don't know where he came from, but he's fighting him for the old Gilberto Ramirez.
Who the fuck is that guy?
Also, we have Jose Ramirez and Maurice Hooker possibly close to a fight contract or a fight deal. Eddie Hearn was talking about that with Champside Sports. He said that they're looking at the July 27 date for that fight. Joe Joyce is back in action this weekend. I mean, a lot more, man, to discuss. So let's go ahead and get into it. What's going on, Ness?
Can't call it, champ. Can't call it, man. Another day, another podcast. Heavyweight champ in the building. He's hit the tri-state area. It's fight week. And he's not shunning away from what he said, Mike. He's even rebutted everyone's remarks. I see the WBC have now stepped up and want to do something, huh?
I told you, man. Told you, bro. With that,
I bet you they don't do shit.
They're moving towards that conduct policy code where you have to present yourself as a champion. And some things that these guys been getting away with for years. I think the WBC is trying to clean that up.
Bruh,
glad to see the WBC. Glad to see the WBC got a conduct policy, has a VADA testing year round, and are really on the cutting edge of these sanctioning bodies being proactive and being,
three different time weigh-in, next day weigh-in. They invented all that.
Yep. So they are proactive and trying to make this sport better and trying to make it more appealing to the casual public.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think anything's gonna happen. Not even a fine, you know. Maybe they'll ask him to apologize, but maybe they won't because it's just like it falls under his job description. It's part of the job. It's something that could happen. But definitely a lot of people appalled. Definitely a lot of people in uproar.
It was it made it to the Breakfast Club this morning. I was listening like I always do, and their last segment they talked about him on the body, and Charlamagne was just like, it's fight week. He's trying to get pub for his fight, so fighters going to say things that they might necessarily want to come true, but they got to draw buzz and you got to draw interest to the fight, and I feel like that's exactly what Deontay was doing. But sometimes you say things and there are consequences to the things you say.
I mean, you could go the route that he doesn't mean it, but like he about to fight a dude that he doesn't like. It's not like we spoke about it earlier. It's not like he's gonna take any steam off the punches, but it's an overall decent fight card.
It's decent, yeah. I'm not gonna say it's overly excitable or I'm looking forward to the main event. The first two fights. Gary Russell and the guy that what's his name again? Gary Russell versus no disrespect to that guy. I'm gonna use his name versus Kiko Martinez. He been stopped by who got been stopped by? I just looked it up before I came on, but he's been stopped I think twice. Gary Russell been talking pretty greasy out here in the public. You know what I'm saying that he won't Tank and that he wants Leo and Carl.
But I heard that new Tank interview that he did, and it doesn't even sound like he really wants. He talking about, I want Tank. When I move up to 130, he better beware. But right now, I got this fight, and I still want to beat Leo. It's like, yo, he ain't even ready to move up. He just starting to, he dropping the little breadcrumbs, so we know what trail he's headed down.
Yes, the guy Gary Russell fighting has 2 losses to Carl Frampton. Been knocked out by Scott Quigg and been knocked out by my guy Leo Santa Cruz. Been knocked out by Carl Frampton once too. So he got 3 knockout losses and 1 other loss to Carl Frampton. So I expect.
So you don't know Kiko Martinez? You never seen him fight?
No, sir. First time heard of.
That is a Sergio Martinez fighter.
Makes sense. Last name Martinez.
Well, no relation, but definitely both from Spain.
It was a joke, bro.
And, I mean, look, he's been in decent fights. He hasn't gotten any good wins. I think the biggest win might be Jonathan Romero, if I'm not mistaken.
His biggest win is, let me see. Not Leo. He got a draw with somebody. Oh, man. I don't know none of these names he beat. Jonathan Marrero, 23-0. Beat him when he was undefeated, knocked him out.
Yeah, I think he beat him for the title in Atlantic City. Same night Darren Barker became a world champion.
IBF, yes sir. Boy, you know, look at never doing it history. Yeah, he won
I was actually
IBF.
live at that fight, man. I mean, Martinez was considered something because at that time Martinez Sergio was popular. So it's like when Floyd said Earl's the goods. You know what I mean? People jumped on the bandwagon.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. I totally agree with that. Kiko Martinez is I mean, he in my opinion, he's in there to be one of Gary Russell fill-in fights. I think Gary Russell should be able to get the knockout. I believe Gary Russell is motivated. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he's motivated because he hasn't fought in so long. But I totally expect Gary Russell to come in and get the job done and possibly stop this guy.
Russell
I
should trash this dude, bro. This dude is like, I believe he started career late anyway. He's already old. Like Russell should trash this dude. Easy too.
I guess it's safe to say that you got Russell in that fight.
Definitely, definitely. But you skipped the main event. We didn't even give picks
I
for
feel
that.
like we should build up to it and get all the other cards out the way and do the main event last, then move on to the next card.
Wow. You want to tease them, huh?
Yeah, man, let them stay for a little
You
while.
acting like they coming to the Barclays Center to watch Kiko.
Yeah. Argenius Mendez fight one. Heraldez. I don't. Man,
He's undefeated. He's undefeated. I think it's Heraldez. He's
Yep, I found
undefeated, and we know our Jennies, but they're stepping Heraldez up. I've never heard of this dude, bro. I hope I'm saying his name right, not butchering him. But Mendez, even though he's Dominican, bro, he's proven to be pretty durable. He got that draw with Peterson where I thought he beat Peterson. Ivan Redchak fights this week too, right?
Yeah, Ivan Redchak. I know he fights Devon Alexander. I don't think it's this week though. I got the schedule right here. I was gonna bring up the other fights that I didn't put down. We got a fight tonight actually. Romero Dono versus Juan Antonio Rodriguez and Manny Robles III versus Rigoberto Hermosillo. So that's tonight on RaignTV.com if you want to check that out. Also, we got Ron Burnett back in action on the 17th in Northern Belfast. We got Marco Hook. He's gonna make his heavyweight debut in Connecticut on the Ricky Edwards card, and that's the only one that I didn't put down. Yep. Oh, Alantez Fox fights too. He fights Nick Brinson in Washington D.C. on Saturday. So Hector Camacho Jr. also fights this weekend in Delaware. So a lot of fights this week, man. A lot of fights.
Definitely.
But yeah, back to this though.
So I don't know anything about Juan Heraldez. I mean, I've checked his resume. The only name that sticks out is Eddie Ramirez. And that dude's lost Argeni Mendez in a unanimous decision. I mean, Heraldez obviously has some sort of power. He's has 10 KO, 16 fights, 63%. We'll see, man. I don't know him. He's slated as the A side, right? So they're expecting him to win. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, I think it's a step up. Argento Mendez, like you said, has been tested. You know what I'm saying? So it's a good barometer fight for him to see where he's at and see where he goes from here. Somebody that we do know, Robert Alfonso will face Igo Clydesdale. Kildays in a 10-round heavyweight fight. Alfonso is one of Wilder's chief sparring partners. Very, very good punch selection of what I've seen him at camp. I think he should be able to get this guy up out of here, no problem. He's a big favorite, and I don't expect this guy to. I've heard of this guy though. Know what I'm saying? I've heard him somewhere. I don't know who he's fought, but I've definitely heard of Igo.
We got a super chat. No, I don't know. What is it, Lightington? Or I'm going to go with Evelyn. He says, Ness, if Brazil wins, is Wilder overrated? I wouldn't say that because Brazil, this is his second title shot, so you got to do something to get back in position. He fought AJ, now he's fighting Wilder. So, no, I mean, it's like Mike said yesterday, it's the heavyweight division. Heavyweights lose. It's not expected. It would be an upset for sure.
But back to this Igo guy, he's coming off a loss to Joe Joyce, also coming off a loss to Michael Hunter, and a loss to Adam Kornacki. So he lost 3 times in a row, all by stoppage. So Alfonso should be a big favorite, and hopefully he's able to get that stoppage and put his name alongside of those 3 up-and-coming heavyweights.
Shout out to Alfonso. Do you know if it's Bomb Squad Promotions?
You know it's Bomb Squad Promotions. They said that at the press conference today. This has been brought to you by Bomb Squad Promotions, and I believe TGB, and maybe sprinkle a little bit of Mayweather Promotions because Richardson Hitchison is on the card.
That's good to see, man. Alfonso's he stuck it out with Wilder and Jay Diaz. So, he's just on the cusp. He's like 19, 20-0, something like that?
18-0.
There you go. Perfect time to start touching TV. Sounds like they're giving him a cupcake to get a knockout. Hopefully he can get a knockout. Cubans kind of have a little curse of not shining when they need to.
Okay, I didn't know that.
What do you mean?
Uh,
How many people are clamoring to see Rigo and Laura fight?
That's true. I guess you're right about that. Moving right along, we got Hitchison versus Alejandro Monera. He's fighting a general welterweight fight, 140. Hitchison should come through this fight. I believe it's one of those building fights for his resume. Also, we have Gary Antonio Russell on the card, and Gary and Antoine Russell on the card. So both those guys would be fighting on their brothers' card. So big ups to those. And what you guys are all here for, the main event, Deontay Wilder versus Dominic Brazil. Who you got in this, man? Who you got? How you see it going, man? Let me know. I want you to start first. You know what I'm saying? I think the fans already know who I got winning.
Now, I was just checking Richardson Hitchens' opponents, seeing if he had any common opponents with anybody we know, but nah, this dude's fought everything in Colombia. This is dangerous. I mean, I'm sure they got tape on him, but he's like, everything's in Colombia.
What's his record?
I mean, he's never fought anybody on the level of Hitchison. It's 4-1 with 3 draws.
Oh, wow. Yeah, man. He definitely brought in to lose.
I mean, 3 draws is a guy that doesn't want to lose.
Definitely. Three draws tells me that he's been in there with some guys that he's supposed to lose to and have overcome it, and they haven't been able to say that he's definitively lose, so they got to give him a draw.
For sure. Shout out to Eric Cruz on the Super Chat saying, don't forget the Super Chat champ with the, flexing emoji. I'm going Wilder, and I think the general consensus is like 9th round, but I got the feeling it's gonna happen earlier. Go
ahead. I'm sorry.
I don't know, 4th round maybe.
Yeah, you got it that early.
Yeah.
What makes you think that Wilder can get him out there the first 4 rounds?
Well, he's talked a big game. Now he's got to back it up.
Okay.
I know that he doesn't have to put that pressure on him, and he can just pace it out and get the knockout late like Vlad. But, again, he's talked this up, so he's got to, back it up. You can't say you want to kill a man and then take him 12 rounds.
Yeah, I believe he's in there, but he did say in an interview that he's not going to press for the knockout. If it comes. But he says when he doesn't look for it, it normally gets the job done. And also, I think that this fight, like you said, there's a lot of bad blood, so he is going to want to put on a fantastic show for the public. I do have Wilder, and I have him by knockout, but I have him rounds. Maybe get rounds 6 through 10. I think that's where Wilder starts to get in his groove and starts to his opponent maybe starts to slow down a little bit, and he has good cardio. So I think that's the right time for Wilder and for this fight to end. But Brazil, man, I don't know, man. He's coming in. He looks like he's in good shape. Looks like he's thinning out a little bit, not as heavy he was in past fights. So that could be good for him. But maybe losing some of that weight, the power could leave too. So who knows? But I expect Brazil to come out there and give a good showing, try to give up a good fight. But I think in the end, Wilder is just going to be a little bit too much.
Yeah, agreed. Super chat from Caesar Lioness says hashtag TBV for life. And Lightington Evelyn is back, says, Mike, if Wilder had 3 belts, would he give AJ 50-50?
If it depends, now that all depends, man.
You know he won't, man. Stop.
No, it depends. If is he in AJ's current position where AJ is the current American star and Wilder needs him for a pay-per-view, then yeah, I mean, if AJ is a Wilder and Wilder's AJ, yeah, I feel like yes, he should give AJ 50-50. I'm of the mindset, man, like super fights. I've been saying this, and I'm gonna beat it to the motherfucking drum or the cows come home. Super fights outside of Floyd Mayweather, outside of Canelo Alvarez, if you're not that big marquee one name guy in the sport of boxing and you're trying to do a super fight, then more than likely that fight is going to come out 50-50 for both fighters.
Mike with this super 50-50 shit. We got some more super chats, it looks like. Let me see. Let me double check on the refresh.
You got Wilder. What round? Do you got him by round or did you just got him by KO?
I got him KO. And like I said, 4 through 6. 4 through 6. I'll give him extra 2.
Now, are you saying that just because of the betting odds you've seen, or you really think that he's able to get that out first 4 rounds?
I mean, he got Gerald Washington out in 6. I think Gerald is a little more technical. I mean, like people talk about Wilder. Dominic Brazil isn't technically sound.
No, he's definitely sloppy.
Now, are we going to see a different version of him with Virgil Hunter? I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But what I'm used to seeing doesn't tell me that he's about to be coming straight down the pipe. So he's not going to fight the fight that Gerald fought. So I don't know. I just see it 4 to 6 rounds. Bro, Negron started his career, I think, at like 136 in the Olympics and then just kept eating and growing as a grown man and became a heavyweight. And like how many rounds Brazil went with him?
7 or 8.
Amir Mansour is old. Look what he did. Like, Brazil is a good fighter, but he's got a lot of proving to do. And look, sometimes you only get that opportunity to prove what it is you can do when you get that opportunity. And, some would say he already had that with AJ, but look, he's talked the most shit about Wilder. He's called him a bum. He doesn't respect him as a champion. He can't believe he's still the champion. He thinks he's technically not good, so he should be able to back some of that up and exploit those flaws that he allegedly sees. But it's like every fighter says, it's easy to talk from the outside. Once you in that ring, tell me if you see that hole. Tell me if you really want to counter my jab. You know what I'm saying? Leave yourself open for this straight right and that fucking hook that's putting niggas night. But anyway, where we going? We moving on?
Definitely going to be a tough ask for Brazil in this fight. But yeah, I got Wilder by KO. Moving right along to the zone card, the World Boxing Super Series. Yes. I'm excited for these fights. We have Ivan Brantrey versus Josh Taylor for Ivan's IBF Junior Welterweight title in the World Boxing Super Series semifinals. Ivan Brantrey, man, I'm gonna tell you one thing about this guy right now. This guy can hit like a motherfucking truck. If he lays paws on you, I'm telling you, you're going to feel it, and you're going to wish that you didn't feel it. But Josh Taylor, damn good boxer. He beat Victor Postal. He beat O'Hara Davis, a guy that I wouldn't say I was high on, but had a little buzz about himself under the tutelage of Eddie Hearn and Matchroom. Since moved on to Frank Warren and Queensberry Promotions. But Josh Taylor did make him quit. Josh Taylor did beat Victor Postal. I believe he did knock him down. So yeah, man. But he did face a little adversity in that Victor Postal fight early on, but found a way to keep his composure and stay focused and tuned in for the win. This fight, man, I don't know, bro. I've been going back and forth. I've been looking at parlays. I've been looking at prediction pits. I've been looking at a highlight reel. This is like, to me, it's a 50-50 fight, man. Even though Brantrey doesn't have the skills of Josh Taylor, he has the equalizer at 140, in my opinion. He hits people, and they have an adverse reaction. We see what he did to Yujits I last year. Remember the guy he fought?
Yeah, man, but we don't know Yujit, man. He's a dude from Spain and shit, Marbella. Like, we don't know him.
Yeah, but he was undefeated.
He fought well, though. He fought well.
I'm saying he was an undefeated prospect who fought well and showed a real level of toughness in that fight. Because his eye was, oh my God, it was ugly, very ugly. But
yeah, but that's the thing. Subconsciously we might be propping up that fight, making it bigger than what it was, making the performance bigger than what it was because of the hematoma on his eye.
Not even that, bro. Before that fight, I seen Ivan on Showbox. You know what I'm saying? I believe.
No. I'm not saying Ivan. I'm saying Yigit.
Gotcha.
Because Yigit was good, but he ain't had no power.
Nah.
He was putting them together, but he had zero pop. Look, man, I don't know. Victor Postal took Taylor 12. He's got an excellent KO ratio at 86%, 14 fights, 12 KOs. He defeated Ryan Martin, fight which I saw. He defeated Puppet Vasquez. You know, he defeated O'Hara Davis. He's on track, and it's the fast track. Branchek hasn't done anything out of this world, bro. And he's definitely the type of fighter that can be stopped because he's
open.
Just come forward open.
Yep.
You know, he's worrying about his offense more than his defense.
Yep.
But yo, he buzzsawed through Peter Petrov, who I consider a very good fighter. Not very good like elite level, but like very good fighter that is gonna test your fighters. You know, he's got some upset wins on his resume too. He beat Abel Ramos. I believe that was a dude that was trained by Abel Sanchez, if I'm not mistaken. I hope I'm not wrong. Since that loss, he lost to Jamal James, and he's been able to rack some up, but they've all been in Mexico. He's got he actually beat Francisco Santana. I knew that face. He just beat Santana on the Golden Boy card.
Okay.
Yeah.
But real quick, Ivan Branchek is promoted by Lou DiBella. If you know Lou DiBella, you know he has Regis Prograis also in that tournament. So if his other guy is able to make it to the finals, it's all DiBella finals. So he'll be pretty happy with that.
Yo, I'm gonna tell you the truth.
Go ahead.
I want to bet against him.
Ivan or Taylor?
Taylor.
Okay.
It's from the UK. It's like, you know what I mean? He's not Josh Kelly either. Like, he gets confused with Josh Kelly a lot. You know, he needs to break away from the Kelly shadow.
Honestly, I think he might be a little bit better than Josh Taylor.
I know people feel like that now because Kelly has lost weight.
Yeah. We seen him.
He struggled with the weight. Things didn't go the way it looked like. Like, come on, bro. Like, I don't know, man. Avanesian and Kelly. That's a good fight. Branchek. I mean, Branchek is a champion at this point anyway. So for Taylor,
definitely champion.
For Taylor, this is a title shot. He's also bigger, man. Did you see the weigh-in?
Yeah. Josh Taylor is always gonna be taller than a lot of guys at 140. He's a
MTK Global or what?
I believe he is MTK Global, but most of his fights happen down in Ireland. Oh no, my bad. Scotland. He's Scottish.
And he's with McGuinness, huh?
Don't give me. I don't know what his trainer is, but
yeah. I believe it's the trainer that used to be Carl Frampton's trainer, no?
Okay. Barry McGuigan, or Barry McGuigan, or the other guy. I know it's like a lot of McGuigan stuff. I know like
the one that was Carl Frampton's trainer. Someone saying stop it, Ness. Taylor's on a different level. I don't know. Look, I'm gonna be honest. I didn't watch that Postal fight. It's like, yo, you guys want me to watch two dudes that, come on.
Like I said, he had a little adversity in that fight, but he overcame it. Postal was having a lot of success.
What kind of adversity? The kind of adversity that Branchek could bring back to life? Was it power? Was it a punch? Or was it just like tank? What do you mean?
Susceptible to getting hit. He was getting hit.
Oh, so he will get stopped.
I mean, I don't know about getting stopped, but
I mean, if he's getting hit by who he got hit by
Victor Postal.
I mean, you know what though? Victor Postal is straight down the middle.
Yeah,
that's what
down
I'm
the
saying.
middle, yes.
He's technically very sharp. You know, I ain't saying he's good.
He said he's trained by Shane McGuigan, not Barry. Sorry.
Yeah, well, I never said first name. But yeah, he's very, very sharp. I'm not saying he's great or nothing like that, but he's sharp. So like, if you're a wide puncher, he's gonna come down the middle. I don't know. This is it. This is the thing. People probably think I'm hating. I'm just more hip to Josh Kelly, not Josh Taylor. I think,
As you should be. He's a matchroom fighter, and we see a lot of matchroom fights. We see a lot of adhering in public. So we've been hearing about Josh Kelly since he signed from the Olympics. So I mean, I understand, but in my opinion,
I just feel like I feel like I remember when he fought Ryan Martin. He keep like he's orthodox, right?
He fought Ryan Martin. Josh Taylor? He did he?
Yeah.
Okay.
He fought him on the World Boxing Super Series, bro.
In the first round, he did fight him in the first round. He beat the shit out of Ryan Martin.
Mm-hmm.
And he beat Ryan Martin ass. Oh yeah. He definitely beat the blue chip. And Ryan Martin was trained by Abel Sanchez too. Yeah, man, he definitely did some things. And
Abel's only winner was Gennady. That it was questionable.
Yeah, man. Garcia made it to the finals.
Why you doing that? You know he had like Terry Norris or some shit.
Most people didn't like how he had Terry Norris fight.
And he had Gennady, not undisputed, but unified.
Yep. But yeah, man, Josh Taylor did beat up Ryan Martin pretty good. And man,
who you going with?
Man, I gotta say a weigh-in. I don't know, man. Like, damn,
come on, bro. We
this
do
is like
Thursday shows. You trying to wait till the weigh-in.
This is like a fight that if I had to lean somewhere, I would lean towards Josh Taylor. But something telling me in the back of my mind that Ivan probably gonna get it done. So I'm gonna go with Ivan Brantrick.
I don't think Josh has ever been in there with any pressure. Martin was very lackadaisical, trying to be a pretty boxer. Postal is a boxer. Oh my God, Puppet Vasquez is a boxer with no power. O'Hara Davis is just a posturer. He's never been in there with this type of pressure.
No, he hasn't.
Never. Davis was a domestic fight to put him on the map, and because the UK love boxing so much, we heard about that. Vasquez, that's a tough fight for anybody. I'm just gonna keep it real, especially at 140. That's not too far above Vasquez's natural weight. I mean, look, he's got 3 good wins, bro. He's got 3 good wins and whatever you want to call it, a halfie.
Just to piss Ames off, I'm going with Ivan.
Okay.
Ames, one of our masterminds, he will be at the fight this weekend to see Josh Taylor and Ivan Brantrick. Also, we will see Inoue versus Emmanuel Rodriguez. So big ups to Ames for supporting the sport of boxing.
Let me get to these super chats in case they're part of the live conversation. We stopped at Eric Cruz. Okay, no, then we went to Caesar says it's pronounced Yanes, but still TBV for life. Mookie B. I mean, I hope I'm pronouncing it right because I'm just assuming because his first name is Caesar. I think in his avatar he's like looks Latino. I'm just assuming that the Yanes is pronounced Ja. Like, I don't know. Janes, right? Janes, what do you think?
But what are you even looking at?
Man, Caesar Yanes's super chat where he comes back and he says,
Caesar. Okay, I'm looking like who the hell if dude fighting? Is that 2 L's?
I thought it was L-I. That's why I said Lioness. And he came back.
It's 2 L's.
And he said, and that's the thing. In Spanish, 2 L's and an A is pronounced, is like Ja. Like Ja. So, Yanez, I'm assuming.
Maybe it's veins.
No, that's not a V. That's a Y.
I mean, okay.
That's what I'm saying. Anyway. Hopefully you teach us, brother. Mookie B says Taylor might get knocked out. He never fought a... Mookie B, dog, you just stole what I said, bro. Come on, be original. Taylor might get knocked out. He never fought a pressure fighter. Martin gave him the fight. I said that too. He was all lackadaisical. Now, I can't tell you who said it first. There ain't no timestamp. It's just a date stamp. It was me, though. It was me. Come on, man.
Already. But who you got? I got Ivan.
Oh, you going Ivan now because Mookie made you feel comfortable?
No, because
I'm gonna go Ivan just to be true to myself. I be hating on the UK, man. That's what I do. That's what I do best. Haters, haters. Oh, that's the wrong one.
I forgot what this fight is taking place at. I know it's like
Glasgow, right? I think
yeah, Glasgow or something like that. Move right along the co-main event. We have Emmanuel Rodriguez
Wait, before
versus.
you move along, because right there, I'm like, oh, I hate the UK and whatever. But yo, I've come a long way. Like, look, he just said I forgot what his fight, and I said Glasgow. Like, yo, 4 or 5 years ago, man, I wouldn't even know how to pronounce Glasgow. I'm probably still pronouncing it wrong, but I wouldn't know that they was fighting. Glasgow.
Yeah, GLASGOV. I mean GOW.
What he said. But the point is, bruh, I've been watching y'all shit for a while now, but I've been putting respect on the UK name in my own kind of way. You know what I mean? Go ahead, Mike.
Moving right along, we got Emmanuel Rodriguez versus Inoue. I call him the motherfucking monster.
Yo, this fight, only reason I'm even gonna look at it is because
Javier?
Rodriguez trainer he needed to do that because everybody know Inoue about to knock out Rodriguez. So Rodriguez trainer tried to he ain't try. He pushed. I guess they tried to do a Bud Crawford, right? Like Inoue and his father. So the trainer jumped off the ring like, bruh, get the fuck out the gym and shoved him out.
Oh, really?
Really?
I ain't see that shit. Wow.
Yeah, it's on the World Boxing Super Series Instagram. Shit got like 19,000 hits too.
Told him to get out the gym?
Get out the gym.
I bet knew it looking like, man, what the fuck
They should have put the Ludacris song. Was that Ludacris? Move. He was like, he just pushed him. I'm like, oh, wow. Then I read the caption. I'm like, damn, that was his dad? Oh, he ain't got no respect.
I don't know, man. That's something you don't want to do with the monster, man. I know the guy's moving up. I think this is his third weight class. If not,
it's funny because that's what the comments said. Like, yo, all I did was get his fighter to pay for it.
Exactly, man, bro. This little dude, bro, he got a lot of power, man. A lot of power packed in him. At 118, you know what I'm saying? He's shown that his power can carry up from a lot of weight classes. Had what's the guy's name out? The tall guy that he fought. McDonald, some McDonald got his ass up out of there.
Gavin, he fought Gavin.
Yeah, got him up out of there. Then followed another guy in the second round, got him up out of there too. Well, no. Did he fight Gavin?
I'm gonna check it.
Tripping.
I'm gonna check it right now. I'm on my way.
Man, I got a new way by stoppage, bro. This young man is a tremendous talent in the sport of boxing. Even though he's in a lot of weight classes, man, he does give fans something that they want to see. Does go out there and get knockouts in. His nickname, the Monster.
Wait a minute. My man just beat Jason Maloney. Didn't the Maloney brothers just get signed?
Yeah, signed with Top Rank.
And he beat Paul Butler.
Paul Butler it was, not McDonald. But yeah, like I said, man, a new way, power, speed, just nastiness, man. Yeah, he got it all, and he is a pressure come forward fighter.
Wait, he beat Miguel Cartagena too. I know Miguel. That's a Philadelphia fighter.
Okay, I don't know who that is.
That's all he got.
Yeah, man. Like I said, man, the monster is coming to wreck shop on Emmanuel Rodriguez. Sorry, Javier. I know that's your guy, but I just don't see a way that Emmanuel was going to beat him after the fight that he had with.
It was Jamie McDonald, your boy, but he took him 12. Oh, they ain't knocked him out in the first.
Yeah, he ain't taking 12. Nigga, no, he got his ass up out of there. Nigga, 12 first round.
Damn, he knocked out Payano in one.
Yeah, that's the guy
that moving up or moving down.
I think he was. I think it was in the weight class like the regular.
Correct.
Because I knew way to move the 3-weight classes, you know what I'm saying, since 112, 115, 118. So yeah, man, he's definitely a problem.
He fought Payano at his normal weight because Payano fought Warren twice at 118. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Payano's a former champ. I think he was like WBA and IBO at the same time. Shout out to Payano. I mean, look, man. I watched I watched the Payano fight because this was on the World Boxing Super Series as well.
Mm-hmm.
The McDonald
I believe he knocked him out like the first or like second round, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, they both was in the first, bro. He did them both in the first.
He caught him with a parry.
Yo, the funny thing is, look, he was fighting dudes, in his country we never heard of, knocking him out later. He coming to America, knocking out people we heard of in one round, bro.
He's getting stronger as he moves up, and the way he knocked out Payano was with a Aperian
Antonio
right,
Nieves, I think I know him.
Aperian 1-2. He caught he parried with the jab.
Shit, I told you, this my man from Ohio. Dang, he beat Antonio too.
Yeah, he parried with the jab against Payano, then caught him with a flush straight right that put his ass down. I'm telling you, man, Inoue, he's probably the favorite to win this tournament. You know what I'm saying? In a lot of people's eyes, and they're just waiting to the finals. But I definitely got Inoue over Emmanuel Rodriguez.
Yeah, me too.
Emmanuel's gonna come to fight, so I expect that.
Me too. Paul
Also
Butler on the undercard. He said he wants some get back.
Yeah, he's a one of those late replacement guys, just in case one of those guys fall out. You know what I'm saying? So
He taking on that dreaded TBA.
Yep. That's why his fight hasn't been announced. They're just waiting to make sure everybody makes weight tomorrow and everybody's able to fight come Saturday. Also, the other fill-in is Apunan Khan Gasan. Don't know who the hell that is, but he's the fill-in for the 140, just in case one of those guys don't make it to the other fight. Moving right along, we have the return of Billy Joe Saunders. Good old Billy Joe moving up to 168 to get that vacant WBO interim super middleweight title. I think it's going to be no longer an interim. I think it's no longer going to be an interim. I think it's going to be the full title, and he's fighting Shafat Sufi. Don't know who Shafat Sufi is. First time hearing of this guy. Frank Warren, Bobby Aaron's pull guys out of fucking conclusion, out of nowhere, man, and get these guys shot. So Billy Joe definitely looked like he's in tremendous shape from the pictures that we've seen online. Look like he gained some.
Frank Warren even reposted that side by side pic.
Yeah, it looked like he put on some mass, some muscle, and maybe he'd be a lot stronger at 168. The bookies got him. Now look, I'm a guy who believes in making money. Now, Billy Joe Saunders, in my opinion, doesn't strike me as a guy that has a lot of power. The bookies think he's going to win by knockout. So you know what, I'll save it for tomorrow. But yeah, the bookies think he's going to win by knockout. So I'm not quite sure if he's going to be able to get it done. I think the safe bet, thing for Billy Joe is getting him by decision. Let's go into Shafat right quick. See who Shafat fought to get this title shot. Cause I don't mean like honestly, I had never heard of this guy in my life. He's 29. He's from Germany. He's 27 with 20 KOs, and he is three losses, 1 KO loss. Who he lose to? He lost to Darius Sek. Darius Sek is somebody I believe my guy Anthony Yard has fought. That Anthony Yard stopped at 175. Also, he lost to Tasso. I don't know who the hell these guys is. And Dennis Ronert. So yeah, Billy Joe should definitely get this victory. The guy last fight was against the guy was 14-1, 56-13, 4-3, and 31-1. Last 5 fights, last six fights, he got 4 stoppages and 2 decisions. But I don't think he's been.
Why Billy Joe got this many type of fighters on his resume, yo?
Yeah. He definitely got a lot of fighters on his resume. That's like they got Wolverine. He got the guy he fought at cruiserweight. His last fight. You get a lot of different guys that don't really resonate with the general public.
They need to update his fucking box rec pick too. That's wild. Like that shit. Like he's 16 years old. Let me get to some of these super chats so we can get them in real time. We got Mookie B says, "Nah, Ness. I said it first. Laugh out loud." And Lightington says, or Leddington. How you pronounce that, Mike?
I'm gonna go with
Leonton.
Yeah, Leonton Evelyn.
Ness, will you come to the UK for AJ's next fight? More than likely, bro. Like, TBV's come a long way. So me and Mike would be able to, but the Queen doesn't let you guys have internet, bro. So I don't know. Like, we're not really about to go all the way over there to try and do a show that we can't do. We might as well stay over here with bandwidth isn't limited and shit.
And waste money.
But outside of the internet issues, yeah, man. I mean, we're nearing close to a point in TBV's podcast, I guess, career where we'll be able to do the show from the road a lot simpler for us without
simpler and more efficient.
And without any, like, you guys just won't notice the difference, and that's the best part. Like, you know, it's not gonna be a difference us being here or us being on the road. So, yeah, I mean, if the fight is big enough, right? Like, but if he's gonna fight Carlos Takam in the rematch, like is rumored, bro, nobody's beat. You know, what's the other rumor? Usyk, nah. You know, it's got to be something like Vladimir Klitschko too. I'm fucking with you. I don't know. Mike, what will get you to the UK for an AJ fight? It ain't going to be Wilder because that money's over here. So what fight is going to get you over there?
I was going to say Wilder like a motherfucker. I ain't going
without Mike.
Maybe Dylan White too?
Oh, okay. AJ Dylan White. That is a good fight. I would like that fight. I would like to be there.
Moving right along to this Billy Joe card. Who you got winning that fight, man? Asufi or Billy Joe?
Upset for Asufi.
He got 20 knockouts, so he got some kind of power.
Not.
Yeah, I think we both got Billy Joe Saunders, BJS.
Bro, these matchmakers know more than you and me and the teachers that taught us.
All right, moving right.
Sufi ain't stopping Billy.
Moving right along, we got the return of Joe Joyce's first fight under the Frank Warren promotional banner. He will be fighting Alexander Usanov, somebody that Michael Hunter just knocked out. I believe his first fight at heavyweight, first fight or second fight at heavyweight. I believe it was the second fight because his first fight was against AJ sparring partner. So Usanov will be facing Joe Joyce, who was stopped by Michael Hunter. So Joe Joyce has a little pressure on him, in my opinion, to get the stoppage if he wants to keep his name among the top and up-and-coming prospects in the heavyweight division. I'm glad to see Joe Joyce back in action. Hopefully we can see some improvement. I know he did leave Abel Sanchez, so maybe we'll see a different Joe Joyce under his new trainer tutelage. But yeah, man, I just think it's a good filler fight for Joe Joyce, and I expect Joe Joyce to come in and get the stoppage over Alexander Usanov.
Yeah, I mean, look, it's a name, right? It's a name. I don't know. I think he did better on the Hal Heyman side. What would you rather have on your resume, Alexander Usanov or the former heavyweight champ Bermane Stiverne?
I mean, that's an easy pick. You know what I'm saying? Anytime you're a champion, and I can be able to be the champion, that's always looks good on your resume. But I mean, maybe he's seen the Frank Warren side as being a side that may be a little bit easier, and there was a fight always rumored with Daniel Dubois, so maybe this is an easy way for him to get it.
I never thought because the BBC mandated some shit that all of a sudden we were gonna get Joyce signing to Frank Warren. It just that was like way left field for me.
Definitely came out of nowhere because I thought he was happy with Ringstar. I thought he was happy with the Al Heyman side, but you know, sometimes these fighters have their own minds, and Joe Joyce is trying to be fast tracked. You know what I'm saying? We all know Joe Joyce is an older heavyweight, but he just starting his professional career, so he's going to be fast tracked, and he wants to get those names on his resume, and he feels like maybe Daniel Dubois is a name that he can get before he goes to that world level, and is able to compete against the likes of Fury, Joshua White, Wilder. You know what I'm saying? Those guys. But yeah, man, I don't see Usanov doing much to stop or give Joe Joyce any reason to be cautious. I think Joe Joyce is gonna go in there and get the stoppage on this guy. Like I said, Usanov is coming off a loss to Michael Hunter, so I don't really think that he's gonna be able to do anything with Joe Joyce. Joe Joyce is a lot bigger than Michael Hunter, and it seems that he has a little bit more power too.
I hear you, man. I'm just saying, I don't understand the route that he took. Like, is the Fury fight bigger to him? Does he think that there's more money there? Because when you sign to a promotional company, you know, you want to hope they have your end goal. Like, if I sign to Matchroom, my end goal is AJ, like it is for Usyk, you know? Jacob signed a Matchroom because his end goal was Canelo. So Joyce signs to Frank Warren. End game is what exactly in your opinion?
To me, it'd be Tyson Fury. You know what I'm saying? I think after the Daniel Dubois fight, if he's able to come victorious, maybe Frank Warren has told him that he get a shot at Tyson Fury, and maybe he's not willing to like wait in line because we heard that Wilder's next couple opponents could be Kornacki and Ortiz. Maybe Joe Joyce feels like this time next year he'd be ready for a world title shot, and maybe beating Fury or having a fight with Fury will propel him to that world title level. And don't forget, man, Fury does have the lineal title, and he's very, very proud of that. So
yeah, but you can't put that on your wall. Like, who sends you that belt? So,
I don't know.
You know, Joyce can't do nothing with that. Like, I hear you, man. Whatever. And if he went over there because Wilder's going to be busy, isn't Fury? The rumor is that back end of this year, we get the rematch with Wilder and Fury possibly. You know?
No, I said early next year. Bob Arum and Frank said springtime next year. Also on that card, we have Ryan Gardner versus Jose Hernandez in a 6-round featherweight fight, and Willie Hutchinson versus I don't know. I'm not gonna say his last name, but 6-round super middleweight fight. Yeah, man, that card rounds out. And the fourth topic we have something that I was, kind of excited about. That really gives us another chance to have a undisputed champion at 140 because the winner of this WBSSS series will have 2 titles, and if they're able to face the winner of Jose Ramirez and Maurice Hooker, who is in the works according to Eddie Hearn for July 27 in either Fresno, California, or Dallas, Texas. So I think that is going to be a tremendous fight. I think both guys have holes in their games that'll make it exciting fight. We've seen Hooker down once or twice in his career. We've seen Jose Ramirez have a tough fight with Zapata. So these two guys coming together and getting a unified champion at 140 is something that we should all be commending, that the best are fighting the best in these divisions. So I'm excited for this fight. I'm not sure how I'm kind of leaning right now. I do like Maurice Hooker. I think his attributes at 140 really works well for him. His long arms, the snap that he has on his punches. He's going to be a hard fight for Jose Ramirez. But if this fight is in California, I'm telling you, it's going to be maybe a crowd that Hooker. Well, I can't even say that because Hooker went over to the England and fought my guy Terry Flanagan.
Did you read the story on ESPN on this where it says like the title is something like promoters talk about Ramirez Hooker or some shit like that? Or did you read any story on this? Oh yeah, what you smoking on? What you been smoking on? Who you been sipping with? No, it's what you been sipping on. Who you been smoking with? What got you acting all tough?
No, I just seen an interview with Eddie Hearn on Champside on Twitter. I didn't know it was a story out about it. So go ahead and fill me in on what the story said.
I mean, I'll click it. I actually didn't read it. That's why I'm asking you. You know, you put this in the notes. I thought you hit this up. Dan Rayfield wrote a story May 15th, which is yesterday. He says, junior welterweight title holders Jose Ramirez and Maurice Hooker have both been itching to unify belts, and now they just might get the opportunity. Damn, why didn't I have my board at the right place? It would have been nice to have it like, where is that? Fucked it all up now, whatever. Yep, I still didn't find it. I'm still dragging this out to see
Oh, okay. I thought that was like the whole story.
Oh,
like
see, so if I would have been like, Now they just might get that opportunity at each other. Top Rank, which promotes Ramirez, and Matchroom Boxing's Eddie Hearn, who co-promotes Hooker with Rock Nation Sports, are negotiating the potential fight, which is targeted. Oh man, that's all I want. That's all I wanted to know. For both sides. Both sides told ESPN. Okay, let's keep reading. The complicated aspect of such deal is that the fighters are different broadcasters. That's what I want to know. ESPN is due to its partnership with Top Rank. Hooker fights on the streaming service DAZN, which the deal has with Matchroom. Hearn said the fight would be on DAZN, and the Top Rank is not pushing back on that. Okay. That's weird. Don't you think, when Ramirez has been on ESPN and he's been, used on ESPN to show those sold out crowds in the Save Mart Center? Very interesting. It'd be funny if Alex Lemon calls in. He's got an ear to the Ramirez camp.
Yeah, maybe it's like one of those things where the last fight with Hooker was on ESPN when he fought Zapata. So maybe Bob Arum is like returning the favor and hopes that he can get AJ and Kubert Pulev on ESPN when that IBF mandatory is called. Playing a long game, probably.
So,
yeah, man. The Hooker and Ramirez fight. Like I said, I like Hooker. I think he should be the favorite going into this fight. Ramirez is scrappy, but I think he maybe gets hit a little bit too much. And I think Hooker, with his straight punches and his combination punches and his just his range, and if he's able to keep Ramirez on the outside, I think Hooker can definitely become victorious in this fight.
yeah, I don't know, man. The discussions. All right, so we got to go through this. So he says we're in discussions on that fight with Top Rank, and we've been talking to our co-promoter, Rock Nation. Hearn said, if both sides want a fight, I think the fans won. It's brilliant fight. It's a brilliant fight for the division. It would be on DAZN, but there's still a long way to go to getting anything done. But the conversations are positive.
That's good.
So Hearns allegedly got the things rolling by approaching Top Rank's Vice President Carl Moretti to gauge the interest. And I quote, "They want a big fight. And they also want to unify titles, just like our side does," Hearn said, adding that if the fight is made, it would take place either in California, where Ramirez is from, or Texas, where Hooker is from. And I quote, "I've had discussions about this fight with Sir Edward," Moretti said. "Hopefully, somehow, this fight can be put together. We look forward to further discussions and negotiations." So I'm not seeing where this is positive, or where, like, Eddie's already, saying it's going to happen on DAZN. That's not for sure, because it's like he says, both sides want unifications. Like, why all they gave, and they didn't even give Top Rank. They won the purse bid. It's not like Eddie said, "Yeah, go ahead, use my champion Maurice Hooker versus Salcido." No, Bob won the purse bid. That means he's invested already in Hooker one time on a purse bid. So now he would definitely want him back for the unification versus his champion. I don't see why they let it go, but hopefully they do for the sake of us. I think politics will get in the way, though.
Definitely, man. Definitely. Real quick, we got like 430 some people watching, only 100 thumbs up. So if you're listening right now on YouTube and you have not smashed that thumbs up button yet, go ahead and take 1 second out of your busy day and smash that thumbs up button. It costs you nothing, but it does help us grow and helps the show become more and more visible to more and more boxing fans that are trying to find something or trying to find an escape to get to, just like you did once upon a time. So go ahead and help your fellow boxing fans out with smashing that thumbs up button.
While you're there, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We just reached our milestone of 102,500 subscribers. So now we just need to get to 105. So we need another 2,500 subscribers to sign up, subscribe, hit that notification bell, get that notification every time we go live, and be part of the discussion, which obviously we have one every morning at 9 a.m. Eastern, 8 a.m. Central, 7 a.m. Mountain, 6 a.m. West Coast, 2 p.m. UK time, and you'll always get 2 shows on Thursday at 9 a.m. Eastern and 7 p.m. Eastern. Catch us on Sunday for the recaps of all Saturday night fights, and most of the time we do immediate reactions. I mean, Mike, I think we're here all the fucking time. So
we got some quick news and notes that we need to get to before we get out to these callers. The first one comes from the WBC. They're not happy with Wilder coming, so a hearing will be called to address that. Also, we have Richard Comey versus Raimundo Beltran and Carlos Adames versus our guy, the money man, Patrick Day, on June. Whoa, yeah, I knew that would perk you up. Damn,
that's fucked up, though. Day is with Lou DiBella. They throwing him in there with Adames is big, man. Why you call him Adames, bro? It's Adames. Call us Adames.
I know, I said Adames.
What?
Did I say Adames? My bad.
I don't know.
Well, yeah, Adames, official for June 28th. So I think that would be a nice double hitter. Comey and Beltran should be.
Where at?
I didn't see.
Beltran getting a title shot.
Yeah. He getting a shot at the IBS strap. Hopefully, to probably try to bring it back to.
Whose belt is that? What's that? 135?
Yep, that's Comey's belt.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
Man.
So Bob sunk his teeth into Comey, man.
Yeah. Of course. Let me see.
Boxing is crazy right now.
Quick
Quick super chat from Robuski 1978. About time Jose Ramirez gets out that Top Rank diet. Speaking of Top Rank diet, don't forget to get your Top Rank diet t-shirt at theboxingvoice.com/store.
This fight will be in Pachanga Resort Casino in Temecula, California. I'm saying the name all wrong. But yeah, they're fighting each other, so I'm kind of excited for the card. I'm really excited to see Dave back. You know what I'm saying? He's a good boxer, good skills, but Adames could be a little bit too much for him. Comey Beltran should be make out for a good fight. Also, we have Gervonta Davis and Ricardo Nunez in talks ongoing.
Yo, they gonna be an underdog again.
Yeah, of course.
Again.
Yes, you know he is. I mean, but yeah. The Ricardo Nunez and Gervonta Davis is June 27th. I think it's headed towards Baltimore. Also, the pound for pound #1 guy in the sport of boxing, Canelo Alvarez, is seeking an IBF exception because the IBF mandated earlier this week that he would have to face.
They want him to fight by August, bro. They hating on him, man.
He has to fight Sergey Derevchenko or relinquish his belt, so he's putting in.
But why he want an extension? What he gonna do in the meantime? Like, what he about to ask for an extension to go do what?
It may be the very next thing I'm gonna bring up.
Okay, bring it up.
Liam Smith is confident that his brother Callum Smith would beat Canelo Alvarez.
But why do you put off a Derevchenko fight for a Callum Smith fight when there's no longer pay-per-view? You could just fight Derevchenko and wait to fight what's his name? Campbell? Smith.
Yeah. I don't know if the zone is willing to do this, but if they're willing to take Canelo abroad, maybe it's more pay-per-view money over there. Still get the same kind of revenue you would from the.
Yeah, but the zone ain't worried about pay-per-view in the UK.
They're not, but they are worried about making their money back, right?
Yeah, but then if you cater to the UK live public, you lose your US live public because of the time difference. But it is what it is.
And also, Canelo is in line to receive a Spanish Heritage Award from the Hispanic Heritage Foundation on October 1st. So big ups to Canelo for that award. And yeah, man, it's a very good look for him, in my opinion. Anytime you can be honored by your people and your heritage for something that you've done in your field is always a good look, in my opinion. Let's see. Andrew and Jason Maloney signs with Top Rank, which we stated earlier. Those guys are all, I believe, out of Australia. So Top Rank is trying to sink their teeth into that Australian/New Zealand market. Michael Hunter versus Fabio Maldonado. Maldonado.
Maldonado. He's a common opponent for somebody. He just lost to somebody.
Yeah, just lost to that's how I knew his name. It's on that May 25th card on the
Who he
Devin
lost
Haney.
to?
I can't. I know it was like recent, bro. I gotta go to motherfucking box where I can find out. But yeah, he will be fighting him on the Devin Haney card. Where the card gonna be at? It's still gonna be in DC, right? Yes.
Huh?
Is that card still gonna be in
What,
in
Devin
DC?
Haney?
Yeah.
Yep.
So yeah, that card's still gonna be in DC. So big ups to Michael Hunter, man. Good luck to him. And Fabio just lost to Oscar Rivas and Alexander Teslenko. You know what the fuck that is. But yeah, Oscar Rivas beat him up for the NABF heavyweight title. Also, we have on the news and notes, Berchelt and Vargas peaked at 1,099,000 viewers on ESPN Saturday night. The good numbers for those guys in the fight, in my opinion, that many people weren't interested in. So good numbers for those guys. The Hurd and Williams fight peaked at 2,108,000 viewers. So big ups to Jared Hurd and Julian Williams. A lot of fans were.
Yo, let me get this off because it's news and notes, and I forgot to tell you to add this, bruh.
Wait, do you think?
Eddie, this is your time. Clean your ears. Eddie Bob Heyman. Don't fuck
Eddie.
this up.
Eddie Bob Heyman.
Yes.
All three of them together. Okay.
Yeah, Mike, come on.
My
Catch
bad,
up.
man. I thought you was putting like H Money, you know what I'm saying? Giving Eddie nicknames. E Money in this bitch or something.
Man, Eddie Bob Heyman, if you don't know, now you know. Michael Polite Coffee bought his contract out. It's on. Heavyweight. He's big. 268. Solid. Not flabby. Marine. Been sparring with Wilder since he was 0-0. Beating Nkosi Solomon in the Nationals. You know? Just bought his contract out of King's Promotion. And Eddie, holla at him. You know what I'm saying? Showtime, holla at him. We need heavyweights. Every entity needs heavyweights. ESPN, DAZN, and Showtime. He's 32, 6-0, 5 KOs. You take it slow, but you got something here.
Yeah, man, definitely, man. Mike,
Got something. I've watched this dude develop. I mean, I've watched him spar Wilder. I've watched him spar Wilder's sparring partners. I've watched him spar Big Baby. I watched him spar.
Oh, he sparred Big Baby too?
Oh, yeah. I watched him spar Adam Kovnacki.
He sparred the old Big Baby on, so we don't know which Big Baby that was.
Yeah. I watched him spar Adam. And they sparring session went down like this. Adam Kovnacki and Big Baby was sparring. But Big Baby was wearing biker shorts, and that motherfucker was selling crack.
Whoa. Who was selling crack? My headphones went out. Hold on. You said Big Baby.
Big Baby. So Polite taps me like, yo, man, look at this motherfucker with his ass all out. So
okay.
Big Baby heard him like, yo, won't you get in here and pull my pants up then? And they got some rounds in.
It got it popping like
They
that.
got it
I like
popping
that kind
like
of
that.
shit.
Yeah.
I like that kind of
That
shit.
wasn't the type of work like, yo, I'm coming to get work. No, that was the work like, oh, you talking shit, come get this work.
I'll be right there.
So I seen him.
I'll be right there.
I seen him if he a dog, he's a dog. Then, this the beauty. I can't pronounce this word right, but he does what Crawford does. He's ambidextrous. How'd you say it? Oh, Mike rolled off on me. This dude ain't shit. We was over here talking boxing, man. It was all good just a week ago, bro. I'm telling you. But yeah, man, he's ready, bro. He's ready to be signed. You know, I'm not saying he's a Flip Hargrovic or anything like that. Maybe a little bit under an FA, right? Because he didn't go to the Olympics. You know, he didn't go to the Olympics or anything like that. But he can be developed, man. I've watched this guy firsthand, bro. I've watched him spar southpaw and orthodox. This is this is worth a signing, especially now in this age where heavyweights are receiving so much action. But yeah, man. Just wanted to say that. He bought out his contract. Interesting also to see that, these fighters smartening up. But yeah, man. Mike Polite Coffee. Hopefully he gets to sign to someone good. And we get to start seeing him on television because, he's been fighting on these Kings Promotions cards in Pennsylvania and in Bethlehem Casino and stuff like that. But he's getting that work, man. He even sparred Zilly Zhang Bang, man. The Chinese southpaw heavyweight. So, man, I like it.
Did you get a figure on how much it cost him to buy himself out of his contract?
Nah, man. But just shout out to the team. They text me, man. I ain't have to find out on my own, man. They let me know, man. So shout out to them. I really want them to get an opportunity. Look, he's right there with those Dubois and Gormans and all that. I mean, obviously, let me respect Dubois. Dubois got some names on his belt already, so he's probably underneath those guys. Yeah, he definitely is underneath those guys. Dubois got a couple names on his belt that I would like to see Coffee get. But enough of Coffee. Shout out to him. I'm very happy you were able to buy that shit out, and hopefully you can move on. We're gonna get out to these callers. You know the number to call in.
One thing real quick. I know you wanted to bring it up this week, so I'll put it on the show for you. Josh Kelly and Ray Robinson will be fighting on the Anthony Joshua card on June 1st. I think it's a dangerous fight for my guy Josh Kelly. Ness brought Kelly name up and said we're hearing a lot about him. He's more popular than Josh Taylor. Some people think that he's a better all-around talent than Josh Taylor. Well, guess what? You got your chance to prove it now, big dog. You got your chance to prove it now.
The thing is that I can't really put my money on Ray Robinson. Like, he's fought tough. He's been in there, but he ain't never done enough to get the win. So is he gonna be the guy to upset Kelly? Maybe, but maybe not. It's more probable that he won't, but the probability that he will, it's there. Like that. When I seen that fight, I said, "Oh wow, they put him in with him. He's tall, he's long, and he's tough." He's trained by Jaron Ennis's father.
Oh wow, okay. How long has he been with him?
He's been with him since the.
Okay.
He even had him when he got the draw with Ugas.
No, Ugas beat him by I think 7-round TKO, but he did knock down Ugas in that fight, and
who did he get a draw with?
Got a draw with Kavaliskis, the guy, the
top ranked dude. They were supposed to.
Yeah.
They was trying to use Ray Robinson name to get him ready for Crawford.
But yeah, really, in my opinion, he won that fight. I thought he beat Kavaliskis that fight. I didn't think it was a draw at all. I thought he did enough to win that fight. So big ups to Ray Robinson, man, going after another tough fight. And let's make no mistake about it. Eddie Hearn is not bringing you in there to win. So shout out to you for taking this fight, and it's gonna be I don't know how tough it's gonna be because I haven't really seen Josh Kelly on that level. I know he fought somebody that you guys rated highly, not his last fight, but the fight before last, and he was scheduled to fight David Avanesian. It was ordered by the EBU, but he's seen what Avanesian been doing to guys. You know what I'm saying? Avanesian stopped one of Luther Bella's top prospects. Forget his name. I forget his name. Damn, what's the guy's name? What's the guy's name? But yeah, he was one of Luther Bella's top prospects. I believe it was like 27-0 with 24 knockouts, and David Avanesian stopped him. He stopped him. So Josh Kelly seeing that, and maybe not right now for that David Avanesian fight. Maybe that's a fight that's high risk, low reward, and not a fight that I necessarily need to take right now. So Eddie Hearn scanned the welterweight division and found a credible name in Ray Robinson. But in my opinion, it may be a little bit more than Josh Kelly is ready for. But we'll see on the night. You know what I'm saying? Josh Kelly has good skills, good reflexes. One thing that he cannot do against Ray Robinson is keep his hands down low like he did his last fight, do all that posturing like he did his last fight. Has to come in there and be ready to fight because, make no mistake about it, Ray Robinson's seen all that pretty shit in the gym before. He's from Philly. He's seen all that gritty, all that pretty, all that, you know what I'm saying, trying to be nice with it, trying to be on your Roy Jones shit. He's seen all that shit before. He's been doing it, so it's going to be a good fight.
Yeah, that's what I'm interested in, man. See if he's going to test him. I'm interested in to see if he's going to be able to test him.
And the last thing on the notes is something that I thought would put a smile on your face. Pacquiao says Thurman was the best available and will be an all action fight with one of the pound for pound talents in the sport of boxing.
I mean, he knows his boxing, Mike. He's
Well,
not.
I mean, look
He
here.
knows his boxing. He's not into just arguing.
I think that this fight is very competitive, and it will make for an all action fight. We know how Pacquiao fights with his come in and come out. You know what I'm saying? On his toes, bouncing in and out. We know Thurman is he can be a pressure fighter. He can be a counter puncher. He can be a boxer. He can be a boxer puncher. So I definitely think he's gonna make for an exciting fight. Really don't know where I'm leaning at right now. I got to see more workout video. Got to see how dedicated Pacquiao is for this fight, and for Keith Thurman. You finally got what you asked for. You know what I'm saying? You finally got that chance to become cement your legacy in the sport of boxing. Unified champion already at 147. Now you get a chance to knock off a legend. Let's see what you do with your opportunity.
Why are you disrespecting Pacquiao? When has he ever came in out of shape?
I'm not saying that he's out of shape, but being in the Senate, being having all these responsibilities on your shoulder from your people from the Philippines can draw on a man. I haven't never been in politics. I don't pretend to be a politician, but what I do know, and maybe being a senator is on a smaller level, but in my opinion, I think that the senator for a celebrity like Pacquiao in the Philippines is on a high level. But back to my real opinion right quick. I seen Barack Obama go from having nice black hair when he first got in office. When he left that bitch, he had a whole head of grays. So I know being a politician can weigh on you, and maybe a senator is not the level of the president of the United States. Well, it's not not even, you know what I'm saying. But being a senator in the Philippines and being that star like Manny Pacquiao is, we seen on the Showtime All Access where people were lining up from like around the corner just to get money from Manny Pacquiao. So that kind of responsibility that you have as a senator and as a public figure in the Philippines could draw a lot of pressure on Manny Pacquiao. So hopefully his mind is in the right place. He's focused for this fight because Keith Thurman not going to be a pushover. But Manny Pacquiao, man, yeah, man, I'm excited to see both guys back in action, man. I think it's going to make for a good welterweight fight, and we'll finally have a definitive champion of the WBA at 147.
Yeah, man. Funny that fight was easy to make. Two WBA regular and supers, and we haven't seen a WBA fighter, like regular champ. Like Manuel Char hasn't got a shot at AJ ever.
No, they just do it like, well, this wasn't even mandated, so I don't think it's like. But the last one that I heard about being mandated was Gennady and Danny Jacobs.
Yep, Jacobs. Mm-hmm.
But yeah, man, smash that like button, man. 435 watching. Before we get to the callers, we need 200 thumbs up. So smash that like button. Let us know how you feel about the fight card this weekend. Let us know how you feel about the Wilder comments. You guys got 3 minutes, so you got plenty of time to have your thoughts and your opinions in order. Just let us know, man, how you feel about this weekend's fights and everything that has to do with the sport of boxing. And if it's something that we missed out there that I didn't bring up, please let me know about it. I'll do better.
Can you, Mike?
I mean, you know what I'm saying? I try to wake up every day, try to be a better man than I was yesterday. So, you know what I'm saying? It's all about growth and evolution.
How'd that go for you this afternoon?
Afternoon, I went to the gym, came back and ate, and nigga passed out, man. I was watching the press conference, you know what I'm saying? Next thing I know, I was snoozing.
Yeah, man, I was worried about you.
Oh, you was worried about me? I ain't get no missed calls from you.
No, you got Miss Texas and emphasis on Texas.
I mean, it ain't like, Mike, how you doing? And it's like just Mike. I mean, I don't see how worried
it's like
that
Mike.
was.
It's like, yo, Mike.
I don't see no worry in this message. You know what I'm saying? Yo, why? Yo, I need 3 other topics to make overlay. That's all I see now.
Hey, yo,
Only Mike, you dead?
T in the shot, man. Stop hanging up and calling in, bro.
Mike, you okay? Right, I don't see none of that shit on this, boy.
That's what all that mean, Mike. You want me to write extra text? I ain't no girl.
All right, man. Big ups to the guys out there in the pre-pro chat, man. You guys keep it moving. Shout out to Jack, man. Jack, boy, I'm telling you, man. Jack is one of those guys that if you think Jack is funny on the show, or you think he's over opinionated on the show, get your ass in that mastermind group. You're gonna see the real Jack and RV go at it daily.
Jack a crybaby.
Damn. We got 161, man. We need 49 more. I mean 39 more for that 200. If y'all want to call in, let us know, man. Show us about smashing that thumbs up button. It costs you nothing, man. And when I say nothing, I mean like going outside and like finding $10 on the ground. It's free. You can pick it up, put it in your pocket, and it benefits you in the long run, right? Just like us, it's no different. You can go on YouTube, smash that thumbs up button, and it benefits you in the long run. Because when we start seeing our videos get more and more likes, we'll start doing more shows. We'll start being more places. You'll start seeing more and more content. Don't you want that? I would think so, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you guys just like to hear me and this talk and not show us any kind of, love. It is what it is.
All right, let's get out to these phone lines, man. And you know the rules. If you ain't got no avatar and you're talking about my callers, you might as well act like you playing hide and seek freeze tag because you on timeout.
When that rule come into effect, like immediately?
That shit happened this morning.
Oh, okay. All right. I didn't know. I thought it would be like a little grace period. You know what I'm saying? No grace period. Okay.
Nah, we put that shit in effect this morning.
Remember to rate us 5 stars on iTunes.
These calls are brought to you by El Camino Electrical Services, experts in electric vehicle charging stations. For consultations and turnkey installation, visit us at elcaminoelectricalservices.com.
Who we got on the docket, man? First nigga who gonna pick Brazil, gonna get what the fuck? What the?
We actually let's double check the list.
No Masterminds, no Booba Raymond, no Papa Pounce supporters.
We got a lot of them.
Oh, man, the king bring him out, man. Deontay Wilder brings him out, man.
We got on the docket first, looking like California.
Uh-oh.
I won't deny you.
Dollar D Beyonce Productions.
Come with me. Hail Mary, run quick, see. What do we have here now?
BoxingVoice.com.
Everybody in the fight game wanna be like the Uno.
Dollar D Beyonce Productions.
Yo, long live Nip. You know what I'm talking about? What's going on, homie?
What's up, man? Long live Nip, man. Hey, what's up, Ness? What's up, Mike?
What up?
You knew I had to call in for this show, man. Right off the bat, man, this Eddie Hearn and ESPN news, man, that's old news, man. That was on the Boxing Voice YouTube channel almost a month ago. That when I went down and I talked to Jose Ramirez personally, and he told me that he told his promoter, Rick Maurizian, that he wanted Maurice Hooker. He said he wants all the belts, and so he's going to start off with the WBO belt. And he said he told his promoter to make that happen, and so that's why I'm not surprised that the fight was probably going to be on DAZN, because of course if you want the fight, you're willing to make certain sacrifices. But, you know what I'm saying, the money still has to be right. But they're doing whatever they have to do to make the fight happen. So Jose Ramirez, I want to give credit to Jose Ramirez because he's the champion that's telling his promoter, give me the belt. You know what I'm saying? Give me the unification bout. You know what I mean? There's no ducking. You know what I mean? A sides, B sides, all these little hang-ups. So, shout out to that. And you guys, anybody listening, guys could go on the YouTube channel, The Boxing Voice. Check that out. You can hear Jose Ramirez say it for himself of him giving that order. And so you guys, you know what I'm saying, everybody has to remember the promoter works for the boxer. So if a boxer's not making the fight happen, depending if the money ain't right though, then it's understandable. There's a lot of ins and outs, a lot of the politics and everything else about it too. So I just don't want to say a fighter would be ducking because, you know, these fighters ain't scared. These fighters go in the ring. They've been doing it for years. So there's no fear. It's just that the situation has to be right. But But in this situation, Jose Ramirez is making sure that the situation is right. He's making it happen. So shout out to him. You guys any questions on that one?
Nah, man, like, we got to see if it's going to happen. I just think that both networks want this fight. I don't think it's as easy as that, as easy as Mike thinks it is. I think that, like Eddie said, this is this is just discussions. They're far off.
Right. Right. They're at the table, though. That's a good thing. They're at the table, and you got one other positive is that you got one side willing to bend, willing to do what it has to do to make the fight happen. So that's great news. And then the Deontay Wilder Brazil, man, I can't wait for that fight because this is some real beef, man. And I know Wilder said some things that, I'll pick a Wilder. That's it.
Already.
Before my time's up, I got to get my pick in.
Yo, Danny is a G, bruh.
Danny Garcia? You seen his picture with his wife?
What picture? You talking about his IG video?
Yeah, when he's on the beach.
Nah, bruh. He stay updating his fans, bruh. Let me just go to that real quick.
Yeah, go ahead and show me, man. I ain't seen it yet. What Danny got going now, man?
Oh, shit. Well, wait. I'm going to just show you this one, too, then. Fuck it, Dan.
Danny Garcia, man. Oh, yeah, I seen that one, of course.
Fuck it, then. Fuck it.
Hey, Danny a G, man.
So, this the one Mike talking about right here.
Oh, yeah.
But
I be feeling bad, man. Like sometimes, like Danny be putting this shit up there, like, damn, his wife look good.
But that's because he loves her. He knows his wife bad.
Know.
When you know your wife bad, you don't care. He's
Okay.
showing you.
Long as he cool with it, you know.
Yo,
I'd be like,
look at his face.
what happened?
Yo, you don't see his face the way it's frozen up? He crazy. He swear he Danny Montana for real.
He is, man. Right, and I'm telling you, he's one of the best followers from boxers on IG. He's like engaging with his fans.
In this country, first you gotta get the money, then you get the power. And when you get the power, you get the respect. That's why you gotta make your own moves.
His motherfucking Scarface is not dope, but I feel you. I get everything.
I thought it was pretty good. Shit.
Shout out to Danny. Shout out to Danny, yo. He living life, bro. And this is a subliminal, all right? Don't think this is just him showing you more ass of his girl. No, this is letting you know why he getting that pay-per-view. Listen, it's people that want us to do a show like, yo, why is Earl fight not on pay-per-view, but Danny, who lost to Thurman and Porter, is pay-per-view with Garcia.
Who's the common denominator in that Earl Spence and Danny Garcia conversation?
Mikey, you talking about?
Mikey Garcia. And ain't no secret that Mikey is getting these pay-per-view fights because they feel like Mikey may be that flag, bro, for the pay-per-view and upcoming market. I mean, upcoming demographic. Last time Mikey did for 3-something with Earl. Now he's doing it. Now he's not taking he's doing like a charity fight, but he's not taking like an in-between fight. He's going right back in there with Danny and doing another pay-per-view fight. Not a fight on Showtime, not a fight on Fox, but a pay-per-view fight. That tells me something about the drawing power that they feel Mikey Garcia has, and also tells me that Eddie Hearn was not no fool last year when he was trying to go after Mikey Garcia, offering him $10 million for a fight.
Yeah, but Eddie wasn't gonna be able to do this because look, what he had for Mikey over there. He was like, oh, we could get him a title shot versus Hooker.
Yeah,
like that wasn't it. Like he wasn't.
I mean, at that time, he had Hooker, he had Jorge Linares, but before he lost. 135.
Eddie never had Linares. Linares is a Golden Boy fighter. Stop it.
The zone. Yeah, he probably could have got that fight. I mean,
Linares lost to Cano, which is also a Golden Boy fighter. I'm saying
before that. You know what I'm saying? Because that fight was supposed to be like
Doggy, all I'm saying
fight
is this.
To move up to 140.
All I'm saying is this. There was no one over there to get him to the level of an Earl fight and a Danny fight.
No.
Just bottom line.
I agree with that. I totally agree.
That's just bottom line. But it is crazy that Danny and Garcia will be pay-per-view and not Earl. But maybe Earl is, and that's why he announced on his social media that he ain't fighting in August. Maybe they just got to shift things around. End of the year pay-per-view.
That could be entirely possible. Entirely possible. I would like to see Earl do another pay-per-view just to see how he does with, I think, something that's going to be promoted solely off him. I think he got a lot of Hispanic support with the Mikey Garcia fight. I feel like this fight with Sean Porter, I think more people would tune in to see him fight than like it'd be a 50-50 tune in to see Mikey and him. No disrespect to Sean Porter.
For sure. Let me see. Double checking the list. Looks like we golden. We going out to Rue in a 504.
What's going on, Rue? What's the business?
Hey there, fellas. What's going on tonight?
Can't call it, man. Trying to make it through the night.
All right. Just going to get to the quick picks. I think I got some upsets with Kiko Martinez. Hopefully he can pull that off and get that belt out of Garrett Russell's hands. I'm that's the only reason why I'm pulling for that upset.
Yeah, it may seem like you just don't like Garrett Russell.
I don't. Emmanuel Rodriguez.
Hold on, real quick. Is it the fact of his skills or the fact that he's just not as active a champion as you want?
The activity. He's probably the most skilled boxer in the division, but it's just he's not fighting that much. But I'm really hoping that Kiko can pull that off, but that's a long shot. I think Josh Taylor will probably win this one against Branchek. That's going to be probably his toughest fight. I think that Taylor is going to be the eventual winner of this tournament.
Ooh, whoa!
Even though I should be
504
with the hometown
from the 504.
I know I can't say this in public in New Orleans, but Taylor's better than Prograis. I'm sorry.
Oh man, you disrespectful.
I know, dude. I keep my mouth shut around family with this one, bro. I keep my mouth shut, but I think Josh Taylor is going to win the tournament. And as far as the main fight of the weekend, I'm really so disenchanted with the heavyweight division. I would love nothing more to see AJ Wilder or Fury lose their next fights because I'm just so done with it. But I think Wilder is going to get Brazil out in 3 or less, and it's going to make the Stavern knockout look like a sparring match. I think he's going to make an exclamation point, and it's going to be devastating. I think it's in 3 or less Wilder gets him out of there.
Gotcha.
But that's also just to any of the people that are Wilder fanboys. Listen, you don't have to hate on Vladimir Klitschko to build up Wilder. It's not necessary.
Say who you talking to? Javier?
Huh?
Say who you talking to? Javier?
They know who they are, but it's like you don't have to do that. This guy dominated the division. He's my favorite heavyweight of all time, but the guy did so much for the sport. You don't have to bash him to build up Wilder. Wilder's a champion, and if you do feel the need to do that, then maybe honestly you don't think that much of Wilder. I mean, it's not necessary. But that's my call.
Hey, before we let you go, on behalf of the whole state of Louisiana and the city of New Orleans, your new name will be Roy. No longer will you be referred to as Rue 504. We're taking that shit completely away from you. So, Roy, have a nice night.
Now. All right, bro.
All right, let me get to Anthony Edwardson, Cincinnati, Queen City Cobra. Talk to
Queen City Cobra, what's going on, homie?
What's good? Hey, you called that man Roy. You wow, bro. Nah, man. Now, how you segue from that, from talking about Danny to Mikey and how and you broke down all that shit.
Danny's supposed to be fighting Mikey on August 31st, I believe.
Like that. Because that shit came out of nowhere to me. I didn't even think that was going to happen. I thought he was going to go back to 140. And then, bam, this motherfucker did that. What's going on? Yeah, how you talked about that. But instead of everybody betting on the fight, because we know Wilder's going to win, right? We should just bet, see who can guess the round that it's going to end in. Because I think everybody know that. And if you don't get it, then you get Crow.
Okay, all right. So what round you got Wilder winning?
I think he might do it in 1 and 2.
Damn.
I think he might do it in 1 and 2, man. Because Brazil's slow. I don't think Verge can do shit for him, man. I think he is tailor made. He ain't gonna move his head fast enough. Bloop, bloop. It's gonna look like Stavern damn near. But it's gonna be a massacre though, man. Shit, it was something else I wanted to
I ain't gonna lie, man. I ain't gonna say it, but ever since the war retired, Verge fighters been getting their ass whooped, bro.
They be getting their ass beat, bro.
Yeah, man. Only one that won was my guy was Andre Berto, and that was kind of fishy. Well, not fishy, but could have been a draw. But
I don't even like Verge no more, bro. Because if it wasn't war, he wasn't giving it his all. Oh, that's what I wanted to say. Yeah, when dude talking about Regis Progress, man, I've been feeling like that about Regis, man. I just don't think he that good. I wanted to call in that one day you was talking about that shit, but like, I just don't feel like he good, man. Taylor might fuck around and win.
All right, we gonna see, man. Y'all talking about all that shit now. Y'all just gotta see the man in action, man. What he did in his last fight with a guy that never been stopped before and been in some tough fights was truly remarkable. And he won his first title.
47.
He called out Earl.
Ooh,
he put Earl on notice. Like, nigga, when I come up, I want you.
Oh, he gonna be. He think he might get Garcia now. Nah, he gonna be food. Spencer eat his ass up in 5 rounds.
Him and Spence fought in the Amis.
Is it?
Yeah, Spence won. I believe Spence won like 2 rounds to 1, something like that.
Probably by stoppage.
No. He ain't get stopped, homie.
Brandon in Cincinnati, talk to me.
What's going on, Brandon? Yo, Brandon, what's up, homie?
Can you hear me, bro?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm taking Wilder. I got it late round stoppage or maybe even decision. And now hear me out. Now, it ain't nothing that I think Brazil is going to do. I just think Wilder is going to work on his boxing skills this fight, test it out, work on his jab. So I think he's going to prolong the ass whooping just to work on some stuff, fix out some kinks. That's the reason why I think it's going to go long. I think he wants to work on some shit. So I think he's probably going to either stop him in like the 10th or 11th round, or it might just go to distance. And Brazil can take a punch, man. I mean, it might be like that do-a-pop fight where Wilder beating him up and he just big durable motherfucker that can take a punch. So I got Wilder winning, probably late round stoppage or wide decision. I'm taking Josh Taylor. That's a bad motherfucker, man. I mean, him and Prograis. Before Prograis improved, I would have said Josh Taylor might have had the edge, but Prograis getting so much better with his defense, his head movement and shit. That's at this point, it's like a 50-50 fight in my opinion. Both of them southpaws, both of them quick, both of them disciplined body punchers. So I think that's going to be probably the fight of the year if they do meet up once Taylor get rid of Baranchyk. Who else fight this weekend? Oh, yeah, Rue. I don't know what the fuck he's smoking on. Kiko going to sleep. Gary Russell just too fast, too skilled, too much. Just going to overwhelm me with that hand speed and stop Kiko. He's just not on that level. But yeah, that's really about it as far as the picks. I like that Maurice Hooker and
who you got who you got a New Way or Emmanuel Rodriguez?
Oh, a New Way.
That guy. I figure you knew about the monster.
Yeah, the monster. Yeah, he's a bad motherfucker. 10-point accurate punches with that power, man. He gonna put some shit on dude butt and just put him to sleep. But I like that Hooker and Ramirez fight, and we always give Bob shit, man. If he let Ramirez go over there to the zone, get that man credit, because we always say Bob don't allow his fighters to go elsewhere. So if we allow Ramirez to go over the zone and make that fight, man, you gotta get that man props, because I would be surprised if I seen him do that, because he never really lets his fighters go elsewhere to fight. It's either joint pay-per-views or you got to come to ESPN. So look like Bob willing to negotiate a little bit. But yeah, that's my call, man. I expect Wilder to, work on some shit this fight, But I'll holler at you guys.
All right, big ups to you, Brandon, man. Thanks for calling in. Thanks for being a part of the show.
All right, let's go to Mastermind Elms.
Elms Tanner, what's going on, homie?
What's going on? What's going on?
Ah, shit, that motherfucking UK motherfucking internet. Yo, Elms, are you there?
I'm muting myself. My bad.
All right, come on, let's go.
Yeah, you guys talking shit on Josh Taylor. He's way better than Josh Kelly.
He's way better. Okay, I see. I was of the same mindset, man, that he's better than Kelly, in my opinion.
He beat Postal in his 12th fight, bro. So like, the guy is proven. And you're gonna fuck up Baranchek and your boy Regis. But yeah, I'm gonna get my picks off.
So you saying that you got Taylor winning this fight?
Yeah, he might fuck around and stop Baranchek.
Whoa, he gonna stop Baranchek?
Bro, it's gonna be a dogfight. That's what I think. Because Baranchek, he come forward. He only know one way. Full gas. He's got, and I think they're gonna be fighting in the pocket a lot of the fight. Inoue versus Rodriguez. I got Inoue, but Rodriguez, he got a chance. Don't people they're writing him off totally, but I think he got his reach and his footwork might help him out if he fights smart, but his defense is whack, so I think Inoue is gonna stop him. With Brazil and Wilder, I ain't gonna lie. Brazil way too slow. Even though I hope he knocked that nigga out. He way too slow. Negron was hitting him with jabs for 11 rounds, so Wilder gonna clear him out. So I don't know what else happening this week.
Billy Joe Saunders, Joe Joyce, you know what I'm saying? We got Gary Russell back fighting.
Oh yeah. Joe Joyce gonna kill Ustinov as well.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah,
everything else is
A-side, isn't it?
Yeah, you got Gary Russell winning?
He gonna beat Kiko easy. Kiko just loses to these champions regularly.
When you leaving for the fight?
Tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night? How far is it? A train ride or is it a flight?
It's like a 6-hour drive.
Oh shit!
Yeah, but bro, the tickets were cheap, floor seats as well. So, all you guys in the UK, these WBS's cards they're cheap as fuck. £150, £100, you're on the floor. So, next one come up, take advantage. That's my call.
Absolutely.
I might call
hey
back
man,
in
make
later.
sure you call into the bench show tomorrow, man.
Yeah, definitely. Cause I ain't gonna lie to you, the Baranchek fight, them odds are looking crazy for Baranchek.
I know, right?
You put £10, you get 100. So I'm gonna have to do something with that.
Straight up.
I might call back in later.
All right, Elms, thanks for calling in. We're gonna go out
We got a super chat though from Rubisky 1978. About time Jose Ramirez gets out of that top rank diet. Man, that's what this damn top rank got everybody saying now. And we got one from Jack Kisby. If Wilder doesn't come out to this Undertaker music, I'm gonna be disappointed.
That's another Nestorism right there.
I know, right? Like everybody just using your shit.
Nah, but that's cool, man. We just got to get Wilder to do it.
That nigga come out the Undertaker music, then like pop up in the ring, like you said. Like, what is going on? Showtime doing too much.
They need to.
Yeah. It'd be a good. But I don't know if they would really want to play into that whole catch a body thing. You know what I'm saying? I think with the Undertaker music, well, you can't really tell the man what to play. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is.
I mean, it is Showtime, right? Or are we watching it on regular TV? Troy in Baltimore.
He got Brazil. Oh, finally, Troy, your prediction has came right. Brazil got his shot.
Say that again.
Brazil finally got his shot, man.
Yeah, it only took your boy 15 months to fight his mandatory.
Nah, it only took you 15 months from when you said it.
15 months. 15 months. I don't see what, you know what? I'm going to stick with Brazili. I mean, because the two things that Wilder needs to win is space and time. And if Brazili takes away that space and leans on him and busts up in body, then he can't fight. You know, he can't run, he can't do his game, can't do that jab and that long right hand if he keeps it in close. But at the same time, he has a habit of getting hit early. I'm talking about Brazili now, right? He has a habit of
Brazilian.
getting hit early. Right. He does get up. That's the problem. So I don't think this is going to be an easy fight for either man because Brazili is mentally a tough guy. And Wilder, if he could just survive Wilder's punches and take him into round 6, round 7, round 8, and beat his body up, I don't care how much muscle you put on. You can't put muscle on your ribs, your kidneys, your hips, none of that stuff. No.
Okay.
You can muscle up your arms all you want. That don't mean nothing. Someone wearing out your hips, your ribs, and all that, and weighing down on you. It's going to take away. It's going to take away a lot of your strength and wear you out. Much like what Fury did to Steve Cunningham. Used that bigger size and just leaned on him, and wore him the hell out. And but I don't see Wilder taking him out in the first 3 rounds. He could hurt his ass in the first 3 or 4 rounds because he's very hittable. But at the same time, Wilder is very hittable himself. He's very hittable and he's very emotional as well. So we'll see what happens. I expect it to be a very, very good fight between 2 men who have something personal going on. Hey, Ness.
Yes, sir.
Master. Fuck boy, huh? I'll deal with you when I'm awake, man. I'm not awake. I'm really very, very exhausted, but I'll deal with you when I'm awake, man. And learn how to study the sport so you can stop Googling fuck boy. That's funny.
I'm in the ring, man. I'm in the ring. I don't need how to learn nothing.
You know what?
I'm in the ring. I sparred a pro today. How about you? My pro is 6-0. How about yours? Oh, all right then.
Listen. This is serious now. I got something serious. Listen, man, don't cut me off.
I'm sure you got somebody you want me to fight and all that bullshit.
I want you to hear me out if you would just stop talking.
Huh?
It's no way. There you go, motherfucker. Okay.
Yo, we got him to curse. You heard him? There you go, motherfucker. He said, there you go, motherfucker. We finally got under his skin. Yes.
And real, man, we need one more thumbs up to hit that 200 mark. So go ahead. Somebody go ahead and make us over that 200 mark. While you at it, go ahead and push it to about 300.
Hit that thumbs up. Real quick, we got a super chat. Oh, no, you did that already from Jack Kilsby, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, we ain't got no more new ones.
Okay, let's keep these lines moving. We got Lids Low, Decatur, Georgia.
Decatur, Georgia, stand up, baby. What's going on, huh?
Oh, all day, every day. Everything, coach. Excuse the noise. You know, I'm at work and shit. I just want to say I got Deontay Wilder in 6. And the reason I say in 6, because the animosity that goddamn Wilder got for Brazil last. And he ain't going to fight the same way he did Fury, you feel me? So, this shit gonna be serious, I think, in 6. Gary Russell Jr., I need to see something out of him because he been talking Cash Money shit lately, and I like it. You know what I'm saying? Calling out Tank Davis and goddamn Santa Cruz and one more motherfucker. So that's cool, but I want to see what he gonna do. And by the way, I watched him in that goddamn Lomo fight the other night, and yeah, Lomo got with his ass, and I thought he was, you know, a little slow or sick or something, but nah. Lomo won. And I want to jump on this Garcia versus Garcia right quick. I want to jump back. When Garcia fought Adrian Granados, to me, he only fought with like 80%. Not that he needed to fight with 100%, but if he did that with 80, if he bring 100 to Mikey, I think he'll beat Mikey. Now, I'm not dissing Mikey. Mikey a bad motherfucker. And I think Danny is a good-ass test for him at 147. But Mikey, if he just go in there and fight, and don't, hesitate. Don't let goddamn Danny use his reach. He should do okay. But all in all, it's a good-ass fight. I want to see that shit. And just in case ain't nobody mentioned Bud Crawford, let me go and say Bud Crawford, and I'm out there thing.
Straight up, man. Shout out to my guy Liz Lowe in Decatur, Georgia.
Who you say?
No, man, it's somebody you wouldn't understand, you know what I'm saying? Some of you wouldn't recognize, you know what I'm saying? Real recognize real.
They said Bud Crawford. These guys love to say Bud name.
Hey, we smoking all day. Liz Low, you know what I'm saying? Stand up, baby. You know what I'm saying? Hey, might as well be a fan of Bud when you smoking Bud. I don't drink Bud Light no more. I like Bud Light
I ain't your homie.
Okay. You got a new soundbite? You feel? All right.
No. That's the press conference. You know, the face off. I got it planned for the fight.
Oh, yeah, man. That shit right
like,
there,
trust
bro.
me, I ain't your homie. You know what I'm
Wilder,
saying?
man. He is an animal, bro. That nigga is an animal, man. Get that man an urban dictionary. Saying, let me help you translate some of these words. You know what I'm saying?
Let me see what we got next on the calls. We got JP. Oh, Desperado in the building. Gonna stay in California. Hey, then, since JP dropping the ball.
My nigga nowhere, man. No one ain't called it.
Tell them the truth, yo. Tell them the truth. This portion of the show we call In the Know, presented by my brother. Tell them the truth, yo. Tell them the truth.
Mr. Info Joe, what's the business?
Ness. Yo.
What
I'm
up,
live.
champ?
I'm live. We in the building.
Yes, sir.
Los Angeles stand up. Yo. Put me down for the King of Wakanda, the man with the vibranium, known to crack cranium, Bomb Squad Wilder, 8th round KO. Yo, as far as Wilder's comments, man, I never want to see a fighter die in the ring for my entertainment. In my opinion, I think he's just trying to sell the fight. But I do believe he wants to beat the dog shit out of Brazil, though. It is personal. And I don't want to see the WBC start censoring fighters. You need that cash money talk shit, man, to sell a fight sometimes. I like that shit with Charlo and Harrison. I didn't like Jacobs and Canelo's press conferences. The shit was boring. And that's why the fight, I think, turned out kind of boring, because nobody was talking shit. Nobody got under each other's skin. But, yo, put me down for Josh Taylor. I got to go with the boxer over the brawler. Gary Russell, of course. And who was that? Rodriguez and Nino. I don't know how to pronounce that dude's name, right?
I know where.
Put me
Just
down
call
for
him the motherfucking monster.
Rodriguez. Okay, yeah, put me down for that cat. No, for the opposite cat, Rodriguez.
Yo,
I'm going
wow.
for the underdog with that one.
Upset special.
Yeah, you know, every once in a while, Mike, you know how you got to go for the underdog, man. Shit. But question: who do you think would be I take my answer off of the air though. Question: who do you think would be a good sparring partner for Thurman to prepare for Pac? And do you think that Thurman should leave St. Pete and get out of his comfort zone and go somewhere else to train? That's my call.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Yo, y'all trying to play Thurman out, bro. Like, he ain't coming off of 2 surgeries. Like, all right, y'all keep sleeping, man.
I just want him to be his best, man. I want him to kick Pacquiao's ass. I'm riding with Thurman.
He been his best right out St. Pete, bro. He unified right from St. Pete. What these other welterweights ain't done yet.
I'm thinking, man, like that Pacquiao style is just.
Who would be a good sparring partner, though?
Ain't that many styles out there like Pacquiao?
He brought in Kendall Holt for Danny, man. It don't matter who he spar. He the champ.
Man, it do matter who he spar.
Oh, it do? So Wilder brings in top-level opposition, huh?
He brought in a tall-ass dude and Robert Helenius.
And is he top?
I'm not saying a top.
All right, and that's what I'm saying. It
I'm
don't
saying
matter.
I'm trying to figure out a guy who's in the 147, 140
I
division.
can't think of nobody, but I think somebody better than Kendall Holt.
That can mimic the
Kendall
Pacquiao
Holt
style.
was his lead sparring partner for the Thurman Garcia fight. And look what he did.
I wouldn't mind seeing him try to bring in Teofimo Lopez. I think he may be a little bit faster at the 147 weight right now, since he's fighting at 135, and he can possibly have some of that Pacquiao pop too in his punches. So I think a guy like Teofimo may be a good sparring partner for him, and maybe Teofimo will take it with open arms. You know what I'm saying, to like learn of some of the things that Keith Thurman knows in the sport of boxing.
Bruh, people in the chat like, Kendall Holt, really? Bruh, boxers use like journeymen for sparring partners, man. Like, yo, Jurgen, I don't even know.
Barrio's too tall, man. You gotta find somebody who's like that size of Manny Pacquiao.
T in the shot, talk to me.
What's going on, T?
T, going once.
Yo, T, I hear you.
Rod in 870.
What's going on, Rod? I know you ready for some picks. I can't call it.
Hey, two things real quick. Two things. First, come on, Mike, man. You know better than that. Mikey fight Sean Porter is like two fighters eating off the same plate. You can't do pay-per-view with that. The fan base is the same. It's just too risky when you could get a guaranteed amount of money from a network. It's just a smarter move by Earl, especially to hold your position with the 460,000 buys. You know, you don't want to go from that to 150 to 170,000 or 200,000 buys. Mikey versus Danny, that makes more sense because if you think about it, Mexicans are probably the best consumers when it comes to pay-per-view. So Mikey has that market corner, and then when you're fighting a Puerto Rican or a Dominican, whatever Danny Garcia is, you have two. That's almost like a rivalry in itself. So it makes sense to put it on pay-per-view. If Earl was fighting Danny pay-per-view. If Earl was fighting Mikey pay-per-view, because you're pulling from two different markets. That's what makes a pay-per-view. So we just got to be smart with that, and really give it to the audience the right way and make sure you as the expert educate them the right way. Porter and
Mike don't want to
Earl,
educate. He wants to mislead, like Mayweather did a bunch of African American versus African American pay-per-views.
Exactly. When Mayweather did Berto, what he do, like half of what he did with Maidana, simply because Maidana was Argentinian, and
And it
the
was
Latino
at the end of
community
his
is gonna
career. It was at the end of his career off
Exactly.
of retirement, so people gave him that okay bye money.
I need them picks though, Rod. Let me know
Exactly.
some big out.
Yeah, exactly. So with that being said, did you guys see where Lennox Lewis pretty much just called out Wild on Twitter maybe an hour ago? Where
Nah, what'd he say?
pretty much said he said that Wilder, although every fighter go into the ring and put their life on the line, he said we're fighters, we're not savages, or
Who said that?
we're not like barbaric or something like that.
Lennox
Lennox
Lewis,
Lewis.
my good friend Lennox Lewis.
And he said
Every
he agree
man,
with what
woman,
Wilder
boy,
said.
girl, brave enough to
We're not
step in the ring
Bruh,
competitively.
Lennox Lewis is from the UK, man. Them dudes built different.
I thought he from
Exactly.
Jamaica.
But what's funny, man, because I was reading
they really
the
built different
comments,
in
and a lot
Jamaica.
of UK people was pointing out that was telling Lennox Lewis, "We proud of you for finally standing up to a PBC fighter, and you've been like cowering down to PBC fighters." So they was treating him as if he's been nice to PBC fighters while he's working with Fox. Like that. So it was one of those things. But now, before I end my call, I got.
Yeah, you got Boomerang, big dog. You better use that damn status. But we got Lennox Lewis right here to quote: "Every man, woman, boy, or girl brave enough to step in the ring competitively assumes a certain risk. We all know what could happen in a worst case scenario, and we all pray that it doesn't. We pray for our own safety and that that of our competitors. To this day." I don't think he really called him out, man. He was just, probably asked the question, and he tried to clean it up the best way he could. He said, like, shit, we all know what we going to get into stepping to the ring, even on a amateur level, There has been tragedies that happen. So, on a certain level, man, when you get in the sport of boxing, you when you step in the ring, you assume a certain risk. Just like, let's say, football. When you step on that field, you got a good possibility that you might get fucked up real good. So, with that being said, these guys are gladiators. These guys are men. And sometimes these guys say something in the heat of the moment, and there's so much turmoil and there's so much bad blood that they could say things that they don't necessarily mean. And if they could take it back, they maybe would if they were in a different mind state. But it's fight week, and these guys are set to go off Saturday at 11 o'clock or 11:30. Just like me telling this, nigga, I'm going to be at your house tomorrow at 3:45 to whoop your ass. What's up? No different than what these guys got going on. So bad blood is boiling over, and we just got to have a conclusion Saturday night.
All right, let's keep it moving. We got Justin. Talk to me.
What's going on, Justin? Oh, look, Justin, what's going on, big dog?
Yo,
how you been?
Yo, am I on?
You on, man? You live at 5?
Oh, this free fights. I haven't been on here in a while, but
you got to give me your picks though, Justin. I need your picks. Who you got winning this weekend?
I got Wilder. I mean, first of all, name me five guys Dominic Breazeale has fought other than Joshua. Just 5.
That's a tough thing to do, man. I don't think we got.
Ain't that hard?
I don't think we got that kind of time.
People. You don't
Cool.
know?
No, sir.
This
No,
guy
sir.
Dominic ain't fought nobody, and he lost to Joshua. And anybody who knows boxing knows Deontay beats AJ all day, every day.
Oh, we got a smart kid on the line. All right, moving on to the next fight. Who you got, Gary Russell or Kinko Martinez?
I'm not really like into all the other fights, but I want to watch the main event because I'm a Deontay Wilder fan. But I got Gary Russell Jr. on that one.
All right. Do you like Billy Joe Saunders?
Oh yeah, I know who Billy Joe Saunders is.
He's fighting this weekend.
Showboating. He's like 27. Isn't he 27-0 or something?
Yes,
like that?
sir. You spot on. 27-0. He's fighting at his first time at 168 this weekend for a WBO title.
Yeah. Yeah, I hope Billy Joe Saunders wins. Yeah, but who you got? And Deontay Wilder, round 4 knockout. The right hand.
Wow, round 4.
The right hand.
All right, but
Damn!
before your time's up, give me your opinion on Danny Garcia and Mikey Garcia fight.
Oh yeah, the Danny Garcia was Mikey. All right, Mikey. He lost to Errol Spence. He got dominated, but he didn't get knocked out. He wants a second crack at 147. I got Danny Garcia just because of the same reasons. Mikey Garcia, you too small for 147. I mean, you're a good boxer and you're technical and all this, but, like, come on. Just like Errol Spence said, weight class is for a reason. There, I got Danny Garcia. Unanimous decision or late stoppage.
All right, Justin with the hot take. Hey, man, smart kid, bro.
Dominic.
Smart kid.
Seattle.
What's going on, Dominic?
Yo. I like that last caller, man. My pick is Deontay Wilder, round 6 to beat round 7 of Anthony Joshua. I feel like Dominic Breazeale could take a punch, and he'll probably, outlast his lifeline until he loses. To me, I think it's weird. The dude's been boxing since 2012, still got titties. So when that one caller was talking about, breaking down muscle, what is he breaking down? He was saying Deontay Wilder can get broken down, round by round and shit like that. And like, bro, Dominic Breazeale ain't got no muscle. So if you break him down, you break him down. He always takes later on rounds. And Gary Russell, I want him to. I'm going for Gary Russell. I'm hoping he can speak louder than his words. Actions speak louder than words. He's been talking that mess. I haven't really been seeing him fight. He lost to Lomachenko, I think, and that's it. That's my call.
All right, Dominic in Seattle, man. Appreciate your call, bro. Big ups to you, man. Hopefully Seattle get their NBA team back, man. We need a NBA team up in Seattle.
BoxingVoice.com.
It's money to shit. Working that bitch. Ballin' like Swish. Diamonds wet like a fish. Pull up with them sticks. Come fuck with the clique. We fucked on your bitch. She sucking the dick. I'm whipping the work.
Hey, man, I got a new rule that's got to go in right now. Every time H Money song come on, put that camera on me.
I already did. Watch the playback.
Yeah, I like your dance. I like your dance too, Mike. Hey, check this out. Hey, check this out. It's fight week. Deontay Wilder is the best heavyweight of all time. Dominic Brazil, he's going down. And it's going to be the most brutal knockout of all time. The most vicious. You know what I mean? I can't wait to watch it. And Deontay Wilder said he wants to kill him. He said he wants to. And the whole world believes he can do it. I believe he might kill him. That's why I'm going to watch the fight. This is must-see TV. Everybody must watch this fight. Deontay Wilder, the WBC heavyweight champion, is the greatest champion of all time. He is the American champion. He represented for America. I'm riding with the Bomb Squad. It's the Bomb Squad. Deontay Wilder, let's do it. He stamped me. He put me on the map with the Boxing Voice. It's TBV for life. Deontay Wilder is a part of the Boxing Voice, and I'm riding with him in the zone. He's coming home. He's coming home. Let's go. Deontay Wilder coming home to the zone very soon. Everybody be patient. TBV for life. Let's do it.
H Money, baby, with that energy. You don't need 3 minutes when you got energy like H Money. You know what I'm talking about? Yo, shit. Got me pumped, man. I'm ready to run through a wall. Well, shit, roll through a wall.
Going out to Mastermind NO in the New Orleans. What it do?
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce to you a young fella, and he comes from the Magnolia.
What's good? You heard me? Man, what's happening, Mike, bro? First, let me get my Wilder pick. I just want to get that out of the way. I got Wilder by 4-round massacre. You know what I'm saying? This shit gonna be a spectacle. You know what I'm saying? But I want to get to this Gary Russell like disrespect, bro. I'm here call in, bro. Acting like Gary Russell ain't did shit in his boxing game, bro. How long this man been champ for, man? You dig? Like, this man got the fattest hands in boxing. And, you know what I'm saying, he flatlining cash every chance he get. What you mean you want to see what he gonna do? What you mean what he gonna do? Like, man, I'm not understanding that, bro. You know what I'm saying? Man, he gonna knock this dude out, man. He gonna make a statement, and he want the tank, and he want everybody else that been ducking him, man. You know what I'm saying? They gonna have to step up and take the fight, man. Man, but red boxing fans give a fuck. You dig? Man, you know what's happening? Man, I've been doing this shit for too long, man. I need to watch fights on a VCR tape, man. VH1, man. You dig? I'm back in the gap with this shit. Let's start making these fights happen, man. You understand? That's my call. I'm a go and ran back game. What's down, Mike? Man,
I can't call it big day, man. I'm just listening, bro, and I totally agree with you, bro. We gotta all this talking and shit, man. It's cool, but then you gonna follow up. Then when I come up to 130, nigga, motherfucking what's my guy name? From Abner Mares was willing to come up right up from 126 to fight Tank. So why should you be any different? If you call a man name,
he posturing, man.
Bro, I understand it, and I'm getting to that. If you call him a man name,
he got Eno out here. He got Eno out here putting his ass out there for him and shit.
How you posturing though? Like you
just how you posturing like that's like bruh, man. He got one loss to Lomachenko.
Bruh,
like Lomachenko and boom.
Bruh, he lost to Lomachenko. How you giving him credit for losing and making an excuse?
But I'm saying he got one loss to Lomachenko, man.
Bruh, he fight one time a year. He fight one time a year. He fight one time. He ain't fight since last May.
Thurman ain't fighting 3 years, man. Thurman ain't fighting 3 years. You
Thurman was injured. Thurman was injured. What about Gary Russell? What about Gary Russell when he was injured?
He was injured to his hands. He had injured hands, man. Come on, I'm the wrong one.
He chipped his manicure.
He had injured hands, man. So the Thurman did, He always determined out there fighting in the street with cats. Why you don't want to fight no real gangsters in the race?
Thurman unified his division. Thurman unified his division. When did Gary Russell unify?
Man, Thurman a basketball player.
When did Gary Russell unify? Never. Not never. Not never.
I mean, these niggas ain't call his name out either.
Lil Santa Cruz and other cats don't want to take the fight. What you want the man to do?
Yeah,
right?
but Thurman can unify, huh? Leo Santa Cruz and them don't want it. Man, get out of here, man. Leo fought everybody under the sun.
Man.
And Leo talking about fighting Javante. Man, yo, you need to read some motherfucking boxing articles, bro. Leo said he willing to fight him. Leo said he willing to fight him. Abner Mares signed to fight him. Bruh, you bugging. Listen, Abner Mares signed to fight Javante.
So they all...
Bruh, these guys, they are willing to take that Javante fight because they know they ain't supposed to win.
He lying.
They know in that Javante fight they're not supposed to win. Against Gary Russell, it's 50-50. It's 50-50.
Don't nobody want to see paint dry? Get him on the show. No way.
Damn. I think Gary Russell is very intelligent and like thought-provoking when he speaks.
Bruh, I don't give a fuck about Chen Chans. I care about you in the ring, bruh. And you fighting once a year.
God damn, bro. You was
dog. Nah, cause like y'all be acting real fake. Like all of a sudden you fell in love with Gary Russell's brain.
No. I'm not saying that. I'm of the mindset of like he should be fighting more than once a year. And but when I heard him speak today, I'm like, okay, guy's pretty smart guy. Like, and he's careful like when he speaks.
I fell in love with his hand speed, his boxing skill. And if I ain't gonna see that, ain't nobody got time for nothing else.
But one thing you can't do, Gary, you can't call out Tank and then say when I get there. Yeah. Like, don't take that fight now.
You running from me? That he don't want that smoke. Oh, when I get to 130, right now I'm gonna fight this fight. Plus, I want the Leo fight that ain't signed. But when I get there, you gonna duck me, man. Get out of here, bruh. Like, bruh, Gary Russell put his Bob Arum mask on. That's what he did. This is what promoters do on fight week. You know, you running around here talking about Wilder saying this crazy shit to promote fight. This the same crazy shit Gary Russell saying. And for NO to fall for the dumb shit, believing that Gary Russell out here really wanting smoke.
You can't say he's falling for dumb shit.
Let me finish. Okay. Believing Gary Russell really wants smoke. Meanwhile, Abner, he trying to make it seem like, oh, what you mean, Nash? Leo Santa Cruz and Abner don't want to fight Gary Russell, but they want to fight Tank, a bigger puncher, a bigger dude. They willing to move up to fight Tank, but they don't want to fight Gary Russell. Come on, man. Don't believe everything you see on the internet, man. Don't believe Gary Russell, man. I don't believe Gary Russell. You fighting one time a year. Who's on your resume? Let's look him up. He over here giving him credit. He over here giving him credit for motherfucking
y'all done ride this up, bro.
Oh, no. Let's give him credit.
He want to do the resume game.
Let's give him credit.
Shit.
Let's give him credit for losing to motherfucking Lomachenko in a vacant title shot where they had to go to purse bid. It wasn't like Lomachenko said, yo, I want to fight you. He said, yeah, let's fight. And he sent his team to negotiate. Come on, man. Like, I'm telling you, boxing fans is fickle. We forget. Easy as hell. First of all, you find Kiko Martinez in 2019.
Mm-hmm.
Shoot me if Kiko Martinez is on my resume in 2019.
All right.
Shoot me.
Well, I mean, it's no different.
No, I'm not done. I'm not done.
Shakur
Stevens. No, I am going to do it. Shakur Stevens is a prospect calling out Scott Quigg. And Scott Quigg beat Kiko Martinez like 10 years ago.
Yeah, he did.
10 years ago. Look at this. 2014, Christopher Martin. 2015, Johnny Gonzalez. 2016, Patrick Holland. 2017, Oscar Escandon. 2018, Joseph Diaz. 2019, Kiko Martinez. Does that sound like a dude that want to fight Tank? Come on, man. Don't make me get mad out here, bruh. Shit retarded,
to be
man.
fair, Tank is fighting Ricardo Nunes next.
No. You want to say to be fair and then lie? To be fair, Tank fighting Ricardo Nunes because Abner Mares' eye was falling out.
No. He fought Hugo Ruiz because Abner Mares' I was falling out.
Nah, but if he would have got the big fight with Abner, you think he was going to be fighting whoever you talking about now? It's the same way like Mikey. Same way like Mikey and Earl. They came out they big fight and they got big fights.
I mean,
but no. Man, stop lying,
I mean, it's Mayweather Promotions. We don't know how Mayweather's going to do Tank career.
Man, Showtime driving that car.
All right, you okay. If that was the case, he'd be fighting two times a year.
You're right. Look, you're right.
It
don't matter.
He gets knocked out.
Listen, that wasn't the argument anyway. You could win that argument. My thing is, my man ain't
Yeah,
fought
Russell
nobody.
ain't ready.
My man ain't fought nobody, okay? Like, look, he fought Lomachenko. Who he fight to fight Lomachenko? I'll wait.
I mean, don't ask me, nigga.
Exactly.
I ain't even see that fight.
No, exactly. That's the whole fucking point. Like, that's the whole point.
You can't use me, bro. You got to use
Man, I'm using the whole fucking boxing world. They know he ain't fight nobody till he fought Lomachenko, man.
Oh my god.
Then he said he got in the sauna, man. Come on, bro. Like,
he got in the sauna.
Bro, Tank beat somebody that became a two-time world champion, 2 division, 130, 135.
2-time.
Put respect on Tank name.
My name come up.
And I don't even be defending Tank. But like, come on, bro. Look at this shit. Again. You stepped up in front of the world. You fought Vasyl Lomachenko, who at the time was 1-1.
Hey, man, Tank went over to England, nigga, in like hostile territory and beat a nigga like Leon Wash ass. You know what I'm saying?
I'm just going to say this name. After Vasyl, Christopher Martin, Johnny Gonzalez, Patrick Hyland. Patrick Hyland. You know why I know Patrick Hyland?
I knew you about to kill that man.
As
soon as I heard his name.
You know why I know him?
He lost to somebody?
Hell no.
Oh.
Hell no. Because this the only dude in boxing was signed to Snooki Promotions.
From New Jersey?
From the fucking shore.
Georgia.
From the fucking shore. That's who you got on your resume. You fought Snooki promoted fighter. That's right. Laugh, motherfucker. That's what I'm telling you. Boxing fans is fickle, but not Ness. Oh, hell no, motherfucker. I remember your worst mistake and spit it back at you. Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. Let's go to Amin.
Just like the king is what I mean. The king is what I mean. My man get a cup and put some changes.
TBV, what up, fams?
What's the business, man?
I'm gonna go back to back. Yo, this shit is crazy, man. Because first, give me my crow because I picked Swift. Shout out to J-Rock. Shout out to Philly. Give me my crow, and I'm gonna double up on my boomerang. Give me my crow.
All right, let's go.
All right, bet. Yo, N.O. just pulled the Scorsese. And N.O. like he lit the fire in me because he told me to call back more often. And I'm glad I did because there's no way, and I'm not going to dwell on it, but Gary Russell, it's not like he even took the fight with Loma in the same way Canelo took the fight with the best of that division, and you see how he evolved his skills or he adjusted to it because he also stepped up and fought competition. Yeah, he fought Angulo. You know, you got to get some confidence fight. But come on, Gary Russell. Shit, all the other fucking Gary Russells fight more than Gary motherfucking Russell. Gary Earl Russell. Gary Timmy Russell. Gary motherfucking James Russell. But not whatever Gary the motherfucking tender hands Russell this nigga is. So, I mean, come on. I respect the man as always, but I can't respect. I don't like playing the resume game. But if you go in there and fight one of the top dogs, you're supposed to win or lose. Especially if you lose, you're supposed to get back out there and get your motherfucking bite going. But that's what happens. Some dogs, you get in there, you get bit, and then you fucking shelter dog. And he's a shelter dog fighting motherfucking once a year. Chris Martin was a motherfucking top rank
Friday night fight fighter,
what was the shit? Exactly. Like, and Friday night fights was good for entertainment.
Shit, bro.
Yo, Snooki Promotions. That shit was popping. That
like,
shit
wasn't
fight
popping.
happened
She had
when
two fighters from Ireland, Patrick Hyland and his brother. That shit was crazy.
Yo, but Patrick, it was Patrick Hyland, Lee Selby, all these cats. They was cutting their teeth, and motherfucking this nigga only fought Patrick Hyland. Like no Lee Selby. If he would have went to the UK and knocked all the motherfuckers when Kiko Martinez was whooping their ass. Kiko Martinez was over there mixing it up with fucking Selby and Hyland and Frampton and all those guys. So it's a little late to beat up on Kiko and then tell me you still a champ like that. I've been waiting for the Danny and Mikey fight because truthfully, I know I want to say irregardless of politics, but they do matter. This is the fight for these small 147 pounders. So it should have been Mikey and Danny and Pacquiao and even Bud in the mix. So 140 guys, 135 guys moving up to 147 and mixing up with each other before they fight these 147 guys that's going to move up to 154 later in their career. I think Danny, by virtue, and I hate to say it because it sounds like I'm disrespecting. Let me let that bell ring out. And it sounds like I'm being disrespectful, but the truth is, Danny's been in there with Furman and Porter already. It ain't no way in hell Mikey Garcia beats Danny in this fight. Danny got too much to lose. If Danny lose to Mikey, I don't even know what the fuck. He'd have to fight Broner in the backyard on fucking IGTV because I don't know what will happen to his career. He can't afford to lose this fight. Straight up. Wilder in Brazil, this shit, matter of fact, it's so lit. Ticketmaster, that's how you know I'm the motherfucking king of the Barclays. Ticketmaster called me and offered me, the fucking king, discount ticket. So don't be surprised if you see me there. And for that fact, I got a lot of respect for Brazil. He ain't gonna beat Wilder, but I think after this fight, if it's competitive, that makes the way for Dillian White in Brazil. I would love to see that fight because it's a common opponent with Joshua, and if he lose, I think Dillian White would beat him anyway because there's no way Brazil would lose. But Dillian White in Brazil, I think that throws that little loop back in the mix and brings a couple of heavyweights back in there. I love this motherfucking show. Mike be fucking bugging me out. Ness, my nigga, I'm out.
Hey, you only got one pick, man, Wilder? That's it? You don't want to make no more?
Yo, all the A sides, man. Billy Ho Saunders fighting. I got the A sides.
Gary, I got you.
Nah.
A new way.
Nah.
Josh Taylor
all
or Ivan Bradrick?
I'm going with Josh Taylor.
Already.
He is slick for a white boy. All the UK white boys is slick and fight more. Caleb Plant is the only American white boy that fights slick. So when I see the UK white boys fighting like that, I always watch them. That's just like Charlie Edwards. That motherfucker like the white sweet pea. You know, and it's an exaggeration, but I'm talking about.
How many American white boys do we got, though?
Well, that's the point. You're right. They're not athletic, period. Shit, but, you know, no disrespect, but, yeah, man, shout out to Josh Kelly. I like the way he fight, man. He's a puncher. He can box, but he's a puncher. He be putting punches on niggas, and I like that. He always remind me of one of the best forgotten fighters because I would never question his heart, but I would question his tenacity. When I see Josh Kelly, he remind me a little bit of Chad Dawson in terms of like little slick. He might wind up a 3 or 4 punch combination, over the top, start to the body kind of slick shit. So I want to see that one, man. But I ain't gonna hold it up. I know y'all motherfuckers be grinding hard, man. I love y'all dudes, man. I'm out. Follow me on Instagram. Keep showing me the love.
King Amin of Essex, right?
Yes, sir. So I pulled up Gary Russell's resume when he took his step up, and here's the difference, right? This was a vacant title shot that had to go to purse bid, so Al Heyman won it.
Lomachenko fight, right?
Yes. So the comparisons is obviously Canelo, where he negotiated and gave up weight to fight Floyd, right? And then Danny, where he was a 7-1 underdog to fight Khan. Okay? So actually I didn't even find someone Danny lost to. Who I guess we could move up in that because I was putting it where Danny was an underdog, like the first time each man stepped up in the eyes of the public, right? Gary stepped up versus Lomachenko, Canelo stepped up versus Floyd, Danny stepped up versus Khan. After those fights, what have they done? And obviously, Canelo's done pound for pound status. And Danny is at the point where we're talking about a pay-per-view fight with Mikey. Lomachenko is about to be undisputed in his what, third division?
He
started at 126, right? 126,
yeah, he was unified
130.
at 126, unified at 130. Now about to be trying to be undisputed.
Well, no, he's gonna be undisputed because he's fighting Luke Campbell for the. It's already signed, sealed, delivered, right?
And then Beltran is fighting Comey, which Comey was scheduled to fight Loma until Comey had an injury and had to pull out. So the winner of the Beltran and Comey is more than likely going to fight Lomachenko.
Look, we don't gotta be long-winded. Like the point is, Lomachenko's doing something.
I'm just trying to paint a picture. I'm sorry.
No, I'm saying I wasn't trying to be disrespectful to you. I'm just saying the point is Lomachenko's going on to do super duper good things in 3 different divisions.
Yes.
He's unified. Forget being undisputed because that's making it complicated. He's at least unified in 3 divisions.
Yes, 3. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Canelo has unified in at least 2 divisions.
Yes.
And Danny has been champion in at least 2 divisions since winning with Amir Khan.
Yes.
Gary Russell's fighting Kiko Martinez.
I mean, like I said, all these PBC fighters, their first fight of 2019 is typically a gimme fight. I mean, just calling what it is. Everybody except for...
Well, again, according to Gary Russell's history, we shouldn't see him till next May.
Yeah, that's true. So maybe, yeah. So I don't know, man.
We might get lucky because if you look at it, in 2015, he fought in March, but very late. 2015, it was March 28th. Then he was like, fuck it, yo, I almost fought in April. I might as well fight next year in April. So he fought April 16th next year. And then he was like, damn, I fought mid-April. I might as well fight in May next year. So he fought next year in May 20th. He's like, yo, I kind of like that whole winning and then doing what Ness does and vacationing for Memorial Day. So just set me up for more May mid dates. And he's got another mid-May date in the next following year, which is this year. So, it is what it is. Look, Jay Will, Skype, talk to me.
What's going on, Jay Will? What's the business?
What's up, Boxing Voice? My bad. Had it on the Skype. Yo, I just want to say big shout out to I got to start off my call by saying big shout out to the listeners, man. Yo, I love the people who call into this show. Y'all picked the show for me. I actually got a list. I mean, I love this guy's take, but irregardless is not a real word. It's just regardless. Age Money, I would hate to be this nigga's neighbor because that boy screams at the top of his lungs every call. And no, you crazy about Gary Russell Jr. I like Gary Russell Jr., but the problem is, just like Ness eloquently said, dude, don't fight. You can't just fight once a year and be considered elite. I mean, unless you, in your late stage of your career, and that's all you can muster is one fight, but you're a young guy. You should be fighting at least twice. And big shout out to Justin. Young boy came on, an educated listener, more educated than some of the guys who call up here, and he got to be at least half their age. So once again, big shout out to all the callers that call out. You guys, whenever I miss a live show, I go straight to the calls because I know I'm gonna enjoy what they got to bring, what they got to offer. On to the fights. Top of the chart, Wilder Brazil. I told you, man, I'm a big Wilder fan, so I hope he does get rid of him. I'm not a huge fan of the whole I want to kill somebody thing. But at the end of the day, this is boxing, man. And if a man can't be himself, if a fighter can't be himself, then none of us have a shot. So I'm looking for a complete destruction, complete takeover. But I will say one thing. If Dominic Brazil's telling the truth and Wilder or his brother disrespected his girl or his family, then this is going to be one for the ages. Because I don't care if a man can beat you and should beat you, anybody will go out on this shield when it comes to their family. So I'm expecting some real fireworks. And everything else, all A sides. Do we really expect Gary Russell Jr. to lose? I don't think so. And I like Billy Joe. I wish he would have fought Triple G, but some things just aren't meant to be. But that's
I don't know. Josh Taylor or Ivan Branchard. That's 50-50 fight.
Josh Taylor. I don't know much about either one, but I heard about Josh Taylor, and at the end of the day, if I don't know the fighters too well, I go with the guy I heard of. So those are my picks. So once again, big shout out to the Boxing Voice. Yo, I love this damn show.
Remind me never to ask him for like betting advice.
Appreciate you, J. Will, man. Thank you for calling in. As always, I think we got JD on the Boomerang status. Talk to me.
JD, what's the business?
Yo, can you hear me?
We hear you.
Yes, sir.
Yo, so real quick, man, a few points, man. Some things I heard. First, I want to make my picks real quick. I picked Wilder from round 4 to 6. I picked Gary Russell from round 7 to 9, and I picked in that undercard. I don't know whoever the ace out in that fight. I saw he like 16-0. How many knockouts that dude got?
Which one?
The
guy he fighting, man. Damn, you got me look up the shit. Go ahead
anyway, I got him. I got him by decision because I don't know how many knockouts he got. But anyway, yeah.
All right. Josh Taylor, Ivan Branchard.
But anyway, I got Josh Taylor, man, and then somebody who was that was shitting on Regis? I think that was Anthony. I'm like, how can he was like he don't see no skill.
That was Rue in the 504.
I could have sworn that was Anthony from
There was both of them.
But yo, check this out though, man. I want to get to the meat and potatoes of this thing, right? So so you got Info Joe called in and he proposed a question about the Pacquiao Thurman fight. I proposed a different question, and it's something to think about. Who is the hardest hitter that Pacquiao has ever faced? And after you think about that,
Margarito,
and then look at I know
Margarito, Cotto was still knocking dudes out. He knocked 160. He knocked out Gil, and I wasn't really expecting him to knock him out like that.
What about one Manuel? Was he a hard hitter?
Oh, stop it, Mike.
I'm asking a question.
Y'all not about to like this.
Educate me. I'm asking a question.
Well, I'm about to answer you right now. Ain't none of them dudes hitting as hard as Keith Thurman. None of them. So Keith Thurman is going to be the hardest hitter.
Not even Cotto?
That Pacquiao has faced.
I don't know, man.
Cotto
punching, bro.
Cotto ain't.
Cotto punching.
What's his knockout percentage? We don't know.
Forget percentage, right? I don't even know the answer to this, but we gonna answer it together. Who's Thurman's biggest knockout and who's Cotto's biggest knockout? Let's see whose is more valuable.
Damn,
I'll look up Cotto while you look up Thurman.
I
already got Thurman.
I got to think about that one, but
I'm telling you, Cotto got the Gil at 160.
Wait. Yo, let me use my boomerang, bruh.
Man, that'll be your third
time. No. This is first time call.
Nah, this is my first time calling.
Oh, listen, Cotto got the Gil knockout. He got the Sergio Martinez, but I ain't gonna give him credit for that because of the knees and the 2 knee braces.
Yeah, the man was handicapped, man. Stop.
But he knocked out he knocked out Margarito. He knocked out Mayorga.
Man, we ain't gotta do all that. We all know that Keith Thurman hit harder than all of them dudes put together, man.
Not harder than Cotto. He got the Gil knockout at 160. Could Keith put somebody out at 160? Bro, Keith couldn't even knock out Leonard Bundu.
I'm not about to have this argument.
Keith couldn't knock out Leonard Bundu. Keith couldn't knock out Josecito Lopez. Keith couldn't knock out fucking Robert Guerrero. Come on, bruh.
First of all, Bundu had the track shoes on, man. We ain't gonna do
Keith
all
couldn't
that.
knock out.
Hold on.
Keith couldn't knock out Jan Zavic. Berto slept Jan Zavic. I mean, it was a tough fight. It was a tough fight, but Berto still stopped him. Berto still stopped him, but it was a tough fight.
I want to get on this Gary Russell.
Well, they stopped the fight. Like, Zavic was unable to continue, but look, it happened because Berto punched him in the face.
Listen, I'll say this, man. What other champion is calling out Gary Russell? And I'll wait.
I'm glad you went back to
Crickets.
this. No.
Crickets.
Not crickets. It's gonna be crickets after I get done with your ass. You should have never got on the NO side. Now Mike, check this out. Mike, Gary Russell.
Ain't no other champion calling this dude out. What you talking about?
Let me speak. Look, Gary Russell analogy is Deontay fucking Wilder. 2 black WBC champions. And in Gary Russell's case, it's even worse because he's in a light division dominated by Hispanics. So you're high risk, low fucking reward. What did Wilder do? He fought the top 2 in his division. What the fuck has Gary Russell done? Stop it, man. You motherfuckers calling in here looking like dummies.
But you tap dance all around my goddamn question, though.
Wilder raised his profile. Ain't nobody gonna call your name. Why they gonna call your name? You fight once a year.
He got the most prestigious belt.
You gonna make Gary Russell never want to come on this show. You keep having me tell the truth. Stop fucking playing, man.
Wait. So you saying nobody wants the belt he got? Is that what you telling me?
Obviously not. Obviously not.
They don't want to unify.
Obviously not.
Oh, okay.
Obviously not.
Yeah.
Obviously, he's been in that division
you
how
proving
long?
my point.
He's been
Why
in that
they don't
division
want the
how
smoke?
long? Because he ain't active. Don't nobody know him. Nobody know him. Nobody.
Wow.
What? What? Wow is this resume.
So because he
wow
ain't
is
fighting.
this resume.
All right, wait. Okay, so
wow
when
is
Earl
that you
Spence
fought
wasn't
one
getting the
time in
fight,
2015.
everybody was like,
wow is that you
hold
fought
on,
one time in
let me ask you a question.
2016 and 17 and 18 and now 19. That's what's wow. But you asking for a fucking elite fighter?
When
You want to fight Leo Santa Cruz. Leo Santa Cruz got to go do all the work. He got to go get popular. He got to go sell out StubHub. He got to go fucking fight the best in his division just to come give you a shot? That ain't how it works, bro. That ain't how it works.
Give you a shot. No, come get my belt.
Belt schmelt. Didn't Leo Santa Cruz unify with somebody else? You'll get frozen out like they told Wilder.
I feel you,
You'll get
we
frozen
out
out.
Gary Russell fans,
You'll get frozen out. You see what Wilder had to do, raise that profile. Gary Russell gonna have to do the same. Low risk, high risk, low reward. That statement is always gonna be synonymous with boxing.
I just can't believe no other champions want that belt, but that's all I got.
Yeah, man.
Bro, why they gonna want that belt? So they could do 2,800 in MGM Harbor? Come on, bruv.
We got a super chat from West Blazer Sports. Mike, you ready? I emoji. Of course I'm ready.
Bro, the truth is the truth, man. Truth is the truth. You know? Dude's been just asking for fights forever. He ain't doing no Wilder shit. None of that shit. He ain't showing up to nobody fights. He ain't doing no interviews. He ain't saying nobody. This is the first time he made a little bit of noise.
Yo, Wayne, quit that bitching. I'm getting timed up for no reason. Call in then, bum. Call in. You always hating. It's always a reason for you to get timed out, probably.
You on timeout now. You should have never said nothing.
I don't want to be timed out no more, you guys. I want to be on the boxing foot side. You been a hater all your life.
All your life. You ain't. When you call in, you going to stop getting timed out, you bum.
You're probably going to be a hater in the afterlife, too, you bum.
Yo, I got it right here for him.
You bum.
Mickey.
You bum. Oh, shit.
Yo, NO, did you go twice?
Yeah, did he want to go twice?
Hold on. Before we go to NO, let me try these two guys again. JP.
What's going on, JP?
Yo.
Damn, you lucky we came back to you, B. You had the Desperados earlier.
Man, you sure had that Desperado music playing. I thought you was Antonio Banderas or some shit.
Oh, shit. I wasn't even knowing, y'all. Hey, but I called in. I don't know if y'all remember. I've talked my shit for a long time now about how I want Brazil versus Wilder. And we got it. So I'm picking Wilder by robbery. I think Wilder's gonna, in the eyes of many, he's gonna lose this fight. I don't think Brazil's afraid of him at all. And I know one day
they be playing my champion out, man.
Hey, hate comes when you least expect it, bro.
I've been wanting it.
No, so don't say what you mean then, bro. You think Brazil gonna win?
Hey.
Right or wrong?
WBC champ. This
and Brazil.
Danny.
Brazil is a big body dude, a real heavyweight. And he said it, I think in one of Ron's videos. He's like, dude, this dude too small. He down here playing that heavyweight. He trying to fuck with a real big boy right now. And he really finna fuck with a real big boy. Not off weights, not off nothing, but nigga structure, bone frame, density, nigga. Like it's a difference. Y'all don't understand.
Y'all nigga went to anatomy class
like,
on my ass, nigga. Bone structure in this bitch.
You know what I'm saying?
He said
Matt,
density. I thought he was talking about bud and shit.
Me too. I thought he had been that good herb or
You got
some
that
shit.
Santa Cruz grinder?
You got some fucking Mike Tyson strain,
Samoan,
nigga? What's going on?
But this is Samoan, and he's finna fuck around. You know, you play defensive and offensive line football. You learn the difference.
Nigga, he
between
played
a motherfucker who
quarterback.
just
Don't come out with that
No, I'm
bullshit.
just saying.
He played
Fine.
quarterback. He
You
was
learn-
protected. All right?
No, you learn the difference between a motherfucker who's strong off of weights and a motherfucker who just big and naturally strong. And I think that's Dominic Brazil.
Hey, bruh, man,
nobody-
I think I'm tired of you talking shit. You know what I mean? Brazil struggled with Amir Mansour. He struggled with Negron. He struggled with AJ. AJ at least is good, right? Wilder struggled.
AJ had a fever.
Wilder struggled with Luis Ortiz and with Fury. Those are like top names, bro. Like it's not even the same, bro. Like Brazil got hurt by Izunu. Izunu is like a fucking cruiserweight.
Oh, bro, yeah, you call up Danner Gun, my nigga.
Look, I don't want to lose it, but I want to say this before I'm gone. Welterweight division fucked up. I think Al fucked up for the first time. The fight to make that makes the most sense for Pacquiao and for what's the Garcia boy? Mikey Garcia. Pacquiao, Mikey Garcia was the fight to make. That's the fight, man. They both have a decent size. You couldn't discredit either of the guys for being bigger. Thurman's going to get discredited even if he wins. So I think that was the fight to make. I think that's where they fucked up. That fight sells the most, and those two are the most highest profile.
Bro,
in
that
the
fight's
welterweight
still
division.
there. Come on, you ain't thinking like a promoter. For Pacquiao versus Mikey, Pacquiao versus Danny is better. How do you make that happen? By having them fight each other. He thinks he gonna beat Thurman, but that shit been
Thurman,
over.
man.
You better not duck me, son. You better not duck me, son.
It was a
Pacquiao could
Thurman
have
shit,
picked
man.
anybody, and he picked Thurman. He could have picked anybody. So he sees something. That nigga looking real ripe, homie. Hey, that love got him fucked up. Hate to say it, but it's love.
You wildin', yo. Yo, barbecue at your house if we do Mikey versus Danny?
I was supposed to be in California? Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, Info Joe barbecue.
Hell
I
yeah,
mean,
for
you slow cooking the ribs at Info Joe house. JP, man, thanks for calling in. Let's go to T and the Shy.
What up, T?
Yo, what up, though?
What up?
Can't call it.
Hello?
What up?
No,
Yeah.
Oh, y'all hear me? Man, hey, Ness, bro, now, for 2 days, I've been searching for that interview where you had interviewed Danny Garcia's father, Andrew Garcia, and he said, why these killers trying to fight each other? Like, killers shouldn't be trying to fight killers.
Yeah.
And shit like that. Like, man, bro, one of the best interviews I've ever seen in my life. And I'm glad you called them out on it because every other interviewer was going to let him get away with it. But, yeah, he basically, that day let us know, like, what they were in the sport of boxing for. He said that it wasn't for the glory whatsoever. Like, which I kind of get because, like, go ahead and get that money first. But at the same time, bro, fucking Mikey Garcia, really, man, like, you're not finna try and go get this belt from Terrence Crawford. Like, after all the shit your father talked about him being nappy-headed and beating him in the amateurs. And, like, come
you
on,
don't
bro.
do that now. Listen, why you gonna go over there and be the B-side to Terrence? On someone else's promotion. You ain't no B-side. You this generation's Miguel Cotto. Any fight you win is a pay-per-view fight. You fight Earl is a pay-per-view. You fight Keith on a rematch is a pay-per-view. You fight Pac is a pay-per-view. You fighting Mikey, they talking pay-per-view. But you gonna go over there, and take a flat fee? Nah, bruh. Nah.
I think it's only certain fights for Danny that's pay-per-view.
Oh, only certain fights? Only certain fight. You tell me, is Crawford the pay-per-view? No, because Bob said it wasn't. But guess what is? Pacquiao and Garcia. If you want to say I'm stretching Thurman, cool. Pacquiao and Garcia is a Pacquiao Garcia separately. Pacquiao and Danny. Pacquiao Garcia. Those are 2 pay-per-views.
Yes.
Come on, bruh. He ain't gonna go get no fucking $4 million flat fee on someone else's network Mikey, like I'm some sort of fucking used fighter.
Listen, man, but Mikey just came out in an interview 2 days ago on ES News and said that Earl was too small to be fighting Canelo. Like going up 2 weight. I'm like, you just did the same fucking thing and you trying to do it again, bro. Like, come on, man. Like you already making me not want to see this Danny Garcia fight because, like, you did nothing in the first fight, bro. So, like, what are you going to do against Danny Garcia? Win 2 rounds?
I mean, at the end of the day, man, we got to just look at it for, like, what it is. Terrence Crawford is high risk, low reward right now. Even though he is a champion, does have a hell of a belt. That's not enough to get fighters over there.
Hit that like sub button, y'all be safe, bro.
Yes,
all right, bro, take it easy.
Hit that like sub button, y'all be safe.
High risk, low reward right now for Terrence Crawford, so he might be the boogeyman of the 147 division. Never know.
Man, y'all just started watching boxing, man.
I'm just calling for what it is.
I ain't talking to you. I ain't talking to you because that's corny. I'm just saying in general, like, people know how it go, man. It makes absolutely no sense. No sense for them to fight right now.
Yes, sir. Who got on deck now? He got them callers, boy. Wilder brought him out.
New number here. 914-336. First time caller. If you're a first time caller, say so. And we're going to play this first time caller intro. You're going to let the world know your name and where you're calling from. 914-336. First time caller.
Yo, what's up, bro?
First time caller.
Hey, man.
Yeah, Oscar.
Talk to us.
Oscar, goddamn, what you got going over there, brother?
Yo, so I'm calling from New York, and listen, long time listener. I love the show. So I just want to. One of the callers asked who the hardest hitter for Pacquiao was. I mean, come on, bro. Miguel Cotto, hands down. With that left hook, are you fucking crazy? There's no way in hell. Keith Thurman is no way in hell as strong as Miguel Cotto ever was. There's no shot. But I agree with you, Ness, with the pay-per-views as far as Garcia and Pac-Man and Thurman. Genius. Marketing genius. Only because that's the only way that you can get 2 pay-per-views out of this motherfucker. You wouldn't be able to put Garcia and Pacquiao together because what's going to happen then? You ruin 2 pay-per-views. You're absolutely right. You're 100% right. And these guys have no idea what marketing is, but that's how you got to make this money.
But they don't got a business either. They just waste their time calling into a podcast every night. Motherfuckers need to learn how to do some business. And Mike, opinion, you majored
in time well spent. To be honest with you, call in all you want. Time
you
well
said what?
Yeah.
And
what's time well spent, Mike?
Them calling in.
No. Forget it. I was saying something.
But anyway, Gary Russell wins by stoppage in the 9th. Deontay Wilder will knock him out in the 5th round. Listen, I don't know about you guys, dude, but I'm a little upset about Deontay Wilder keep trying to catch a body in the ring, man. I don't get it, dude. I got 2 kids. They boxing. They look up to Wilder, and he's talking about he want to kill somebody, bro. Come on, man. In this day and age with all the school shootings and shit, we don't need another killer out there, bro.
I mean,
we need some dude knocking dudes out and what?
It's tough. No, nah. Listen, that's a whole different perspective. We've heard people be upset about this from different angles, and
let me ask this guy a question right quick. How old are your kids?
What's up? My kids are 14 and 10.
Oh man, stop! So don't tell me you ain't in the corner to my go out there and kill this one.
Let me finish. Do they play video games?
Hell yeah, they on Fortnite.
Honestly, only on the weekends, bro. I got them in jiu-jitsu, boxing, rock climbing, and soccer, bro. The kids play number of sports only on the weekends, and they only play sport games. No real action fighting games and shit.
Damn, no Fortnite?
No first-person shooter game?
Actually, no. My younger one does play Fortnite, but Fortnite's a kid's game now. They got tomato faces and they got cartoon faces and shit, so it's not really like.
But
real,
ain't they killing shit gaining points?
Yeah, bro, but it's different. Listen, my kids are old enough to understand the difference between real life killing and fake life killing. And when they hear somebody like Deontay Wilder, who they look up to, say, "Yo, I'm gonna catch a body," or "Yo, I'm gonna kill," or "I might kill," or come on, bro. They box also. Like, you're either scaring people or you're showing kids the wrong thing. You're not supposed to be doing that, especially Wilder, bro. Yo, he's an American, my man. Yo, when's the last time we had an American champ, a heavyweight champ?
Oscar, listen, you got a point. You got a point, but this is exactly why boxing isn't on terrestrial television. Wilder is a prime-time fighter because of the nature of his knockouts, because like 39 of them went to the hospital. But I get it, man. Like I said, Mike cut me off. We didn't have your angle yet. You know, having children in the sport, looking up to him, listening to those comments. I hear you. There's no justification for it, because he's a role model. But there's always a but.
I think the best role model for your kids should be the parents.
Oh, look at Mike.
I'm just being real, because I always heard that the sports athletes should be a role model because they get a lot of money
but they
and
always
they're
get
famous.
pegged as role models.
But why though, bruh?
Because we need somebody.
A lot of these guys could care less about being role models.
Because we need to believe. We need to become ambitious to help us out of certain situations. But we got a mastermind.
Alabama.
I want Joshua. Joshua, come and see me, baby. No more hiding, no more ducking, no more dodging, no more excuses.
BoxingVoice.com.
The great Charles Barkley said it best. I'm not a role model. Your parents should be
Mike,
role models.
Stop getting your shit off when my call starts, bro. Get your shit off after.
Your bell didn't ring yet.
Leave, right? Hey, man, you know you doing your job when they comparing you to school shooters, bro. You know you got real hands. When a man say he kill you with them hands, you compare him to a school shooter. That nigga got them school shooter hands, Mike. They ain't know about them school shooter hands, man.
That's distasteful, but nigga kind of funny though.
Yeah, you know that shit funny, man. Y'all niggas always try to act PG. We ain't PG. Hey, man. Hey, Ness, I need you to send Wilder a message or something, bro. Tell that man find his peace, bro. He a little too angry right now. He got to find his peace. Remember when he fought Stavern in the second fight, and in the press conference, he said, you know what? Your name is, what you want to be called, Berman? You know what? I'm going to call you Berman.
Yo,
I'm gonna say
that's funny, yo. You triggered that. He's been calling Dominique all fight since he got signed. He's been calling him Dominique. Like, that's crazy, bro. Like, my man's name is Dominic. Is he doing it on purpose? Because Dominique is a woman's name. Dominique is definitely a woman's name.
Yeah. Bro, you got to call. I mean, you got to send him a little message. Be like, look, bro, you got to find your peace. You feel me? Because he's a little too angry. I need him to come in a little calm.
I mean, angry means Stavern, man. Angry means Stavern, too.
Nah, in the second Stavern fight, I don't know if you remember in the press conference, bro. He literally at one point said, you know what? Hold on. He chilled out and he said in like the most cold, calculated way, I'm gonna hurt you. It's gonna be bad. And it was calm. He looks a little aggressive right now. In the press conference, he got a lot of anger built up, but he need to calm. He need to come in calm. When you calm, it's just you flow better. You flow more. When you tensed up and all that, shit get a little stiff on you. You try to do too much. So hey, man. But
Wilder once told me, man, if I'm a bum, you get in there, you win the bronze medal, you get the WBC belt, you defend it 8 times.
Wait, where did the bum come from? Whoa, bro, I never called him a bum. Whoa, where we going?
No, I know you didn't, but you are giving him advice.
No, I'm just saying, bro. I mean, it's different. You ain't never. When the last time you seen him like this?
Tyson Fury.
Yeah,
he was. He was a little at one point. He was. But look what happened. Look what happened in that fight.
Tyson Fury, man, they knocked Frank Warren down. Shelly
they can't even do a real face.
Yeah, they was knocking everybody down. I forgot about that.
Shit was getting crazy.
Well, Frank almost needed a hip replacement after that one.
Yeah.
Hey, let me make my picks. Wilder 5 round about 4 or 5. If he tense around 7 or 8. Gary Russell probably in this shit in like he might end it in like 6 or 7. To be honest, because I don't even know who Kiko is.
I was on that same shit.
He got both of Gary brothers, don't Antonio and Antoine, I think. Yeah, they both. I think. Which one the knockout artist? One of them like a real
Bro, man. Them niggas ain't fighting nobody, man. They gonna win. Ivan Branchek and fucking Josh Taylor.
Oh, you know I got Branchek. You know I'm putting money on that. Branchek. Hey, E-Man. You already know Puerto Rico's finest.
Oh, Emmanuel. Okay.
Rodriguez, baby.
We got one. We got a fool today. No.
E-Man, put me down, Mike, for my boy E-Man.
I got you, nigga.
Hey, he finna put on a show on motherfucking little the Japanese Superboy.
Japanese Superboy.
What else
like a fucking superhero, nigga, like a little cartoon or some shit.
Hey, who else fighting?
Billy Joe Saunders fighting, man. He trying to get that belt at 168. Joe Joyce back in action, man. The speedy Joe Joyce.
Joe Joyce by slow motion knockout round about 6. Round 6 slow motion.
Joe Joyce got he got that hand speed for you.
Man, he got that molasses speed. Stuck in molasses when he fight.
That's about it, man.
I ain't talking about welterweights. I'm tired of hearing about y'all in these little.
Hold on a minute, Javier. We're gonna go to Suleiman the Scholar. What up?
What's going on, Suleiman?
Hey, how you doing?
I can't call it, big dog. What's going on with you?
Yeah, man, everything is good, man. I'm just calling in. I want to say my opinion about the Wilder fight. I think just Wilder, has a lot of built-up testosterone. It looks like his training regimen is good. He's building power, but he's very eager to impress in this fight, and plus he's trying to psych himself up for this fight because the guy's a boring opponent. He's very one-dimensional. He gets touched up, and I guess he wants to get him out of there as fast as possible. I think, in my opinion, Dominic Breazeale, by taking this fight, he did a huge mistake. He could have waited for something else, fight maybe for a second-tier belt, and possibly had a chance of getting a title or getting a little money and prolong his career. But he already took a beating against AJ, and he showed his deficiencies. And then in this fight, he's going to show more deficiencies. I understand Wilder's putting a little muscle, maybe like 10 pounds more muscle for this fight. He's eager to
90 seconds
and move on to bigger and better things. And I think that's the biggest fight that I want. The biggest and the most important fight this weekend. And Gary Russell got to step his game up. It's true and it's the same. He got to fight a credible opponent. I think he should pick up one of the young bucks like Ryan Garcia or something like that. And if he doesn't want to fight,
he already did that with Joseph Diaz.
So if you don't want to continue to do that, then you should vacate his belt.
60 seconds.
Give the opportunity for one of the young bucks to defend that title and stop taking it hostage. And you guys have a great day. Thank you.
Suleiman the Scholar. Thanks for calling in. Javi.
What I do?
Javi.
Right. Y'all want me to talk again? All right. Cool.
Hey, yeah, man. I was wondering, was Ness gonna do a live fight chat this weekend? Never mind. You said you having a fucking house party. Never mind.
Yeah, a little party for the fight. You already know, but I forgot to mention this. Oh yeah, Gary Russell. Watch your mouth about Gervonta, bro. You don't even want to. Man, you fight Kiko Martinez. You talking about Gervonta? Don't do that. Watch your mouth when you
want that
smoke, Gervonta.
You heard what
I ain't gonna lie. Gary did sound like an old school
kid
thug though when he was talking. I ain't gonna lie. That video y'all put on Instagram. With what the dude, the rapper is named
give it the kid.
Yeah, man. I ain't gonna lie. Gary did sound like he wanted that smoke in that video. But hey, I want you to keep that same energy now, Gary. When Gervonta say I'm here, just remember that now, Gary. He talking crazy, but the question is he gonna live up to it? Because what's the last major fight he had? We
major
not
fight,
that,
probably JoJo Diaz. I mean,
that don't
probably
count, bro.
that's probably what like one of the biggest buzz around his fights.
Nah, man, I don't know if it was like I don't know. You're gonna say big buzz, but okay.
I mean, next to that, it was Lomachenko, a fight that he lost.
Exactly, in my opinion, elite fighters, Lomachenko, and he lost. I ain't gonna say he did awful. He didn't do awful against Lomachenko. He did. He came back on towards the end. But
hey man, what you think about the motherfucking WBC coming out saying they need to talk to Wilder about that shit he said?
Oh man, you better tell him Resale sit his ass down somewhere. I don't know what he think this is. What we doing? Playing tennis, man? Is this tennis? What's good? Like we playing tennis, badminton, or something? Now we got rules to what you can say. I mean, hey, if that's the case, people just gonna start saying, you know what, man? Forget them belts. You ain't gonna tell me what to say. Now I ain't gotta pay no money. I ain't gotta do none of that. Think about it. If you say, hey, you ain't gonna tell me what to do, I ain't gotta pay no money. I'm gonna just fight for fun. I make my own belt, bro. I ain't paying no sanction fee. No sanction fee. Ain't like the WWE bring out a hardcore belt. You feel me? Hey man, talking about some you can't say this, say that. Man, say what you want to say. Y'all ain't say nothing to Mike when he was going on.
Man. We live in a different day and time though, man. With the advent of social media and how things get somewhere so quickly. Yeah, man. With just a different day, man.
I don't care about today, yesterday, or the future. Say what you want to say. It's a free country. You feel me? Oh yeah, I hear Ness playing that music. That means, hey, be quiet. All right, my bad, bro.
Javier, let me get back to you. 509-792, first time caller.
Yeah, first time caller.
What's your name and man? Where you calling from? But before you answer, Ness gonna play some first time caller intro for you.
Ladies and gentlemen, making his professional debut.
Yeah, this is Cesar Yanez, the name that you were struggling with earlier.
Cesar Yanez, okay, got you.
Yeah. Yeah, just wanted to call and say I appreciate the work you guys do, man. I love the show. Just had to call in and say what's up. I'm actually from Washington State. I just moved to Vegas. Shout out Ringwalk Danny. I've been listening for a while. I just want to say I appreciate you guys, the work you do. I got Wilder in 6.
Straight up, man. Thank you for listening. Thank you for calling in first time. You know what I'm saying? We appreciate it.
For sure. I'll be calling in more often.
Already, man. Good looking.
Yeah, man. Get with Danny out there, bro, and become part of the fam, man. Don't be alone in Vegas, bro. Ringwalk goes to all the fights, man. I want to thank everybody that tuned in, everybody that called in, everyone that participated, everyone that hit that thumbs up button. It obviously helps with the visibility of the show. It helps me and Mike continue to grow. You know, hopefully one day we get a really good sponsor because you guys have put this show in front of so many eyes. And then, you know, Mike can just come and travel the world and be like the hottest podcast host in the world. Yeah. Good weekend of fights, hopefully. Saturday. Hopefully we get a real decision. No judges, no controversy, just good old-fashioned savagery.
Savagery.
Yes.
Cannibalism. No, well, never mind. Not cannibalism.
Whoa. Why you want to eat someone, Mike?
Going too far, huh? You gotta go.
Way too far. Anyway, that's GTO, Instagram, and Twitter. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel. We're trying to get to 105,000. We're at 102.5. So help us get to just straight up 105,000.
Yes. My final thoughts are a tremendous weekend of fights, man. The WBSS delivering a real good card with the Ivan Brantrick and a new way. Favorites, well, not favorites, because Josh Taylor, I think, is a slight favorite in that fight. Well, not slight, because they got him a real big favorite. Let me see, did any of my parlays pan out?
There's Ring TV fights tonight, guys.
Yeah, they ain't got in the ring yet, I don't think.
All right.
No.
Well, do say.
They definitely got a ring, and my guy lost.
All right.
Yep. Follow me on IG at Gross1911 or on Twitter at Gross2312. Until next time. Peace out.
Yo, we got to ride in the 807, right? So
Yeah. We got to him. Does he have a boomerang?
No.
I would not. Yep. That's it for you then, right?
Peace.
Peace.